Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night Fights, brought to you by the Armchair Dragoons. It is a pleasure to be with you here at 1812. Oh, 1813, just switched. 1813 on May 10th, 2025. Well, it's Saturday Night Fights, which means we can't just have one table. That's not adequate. That's insufficient. We have to have 5 tables, and so we shall. I got the brief story on this one. I got a text from our guy, the original genius, the Mechanical Turk, our Caractacus Potts, is how I regard him. Hey, Red, is how I regard him. And he said, hey, did you know I did the 5 maps for the Little Wars TV Marengo campaign for Snappy Nappy? I said, no. And he said, would you like them? And I said, yes. And ever since then, I've had this kind of, I guess I'd say, in the closet. And it is finally time because if you would look at your calendar, you will notice we are approaching Waterloo Week. And I have plans for Waterloo Week. But in the meanwhile, I felt we could do something else, namely the Marengo campaign for Snappy Nappy, brought to you by the Armchair Dragoons, but created by Little Wars TV. And the way they did it was over 5 tables. These are each 4x6, spread out over a room. Well, I get to put them on one whole table. Now, this is what you see because you are a viewer. That is not what the players see right now. Oh, no. The players right now, they see that. 5 brown boxes. Because they're not supposed to see what's on a table until they're on a table. So
it's like UPS trucks without wheels.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. So let's talk a little bit about Snappy Nappy before we get started, because I think that's the way this should go. I direct your attention to the QRS. We will be using the Snappier Nappy rules. Hey, Tom Primrose. The Snappier Nappy rules brought to us by the Little Wars TV guys. Well, they built this scenario around that idea, and so I said, we'll give this a go. They are intended to speed the game a little bit. This is a game of brigades. Each unit you are commanding is very, very big. It is a brigade. Each turn is an hour. A turn is an hour. So these are very, very big, sweeping turns, much like our experience with our beloved Essence Resultat. I think it takes the whole thing a little less seriously, to be totally honest. But we have our battle before us, and we'll talk about that. But our turn sequence is set forth. First thing you're going to do is going to change orders and dice for initiative. How do we change orders? Well, just like in Essence Resultat, there's a bag of orders. Look at them; they're all right here. I have multiple bags set out all over the table, but they're also right here conveniently on the QRS. The thing with this system. This is a sliding scale. You are going to get your order from the CNC, from your commander-in-chief. And then you will have to carry out that order to the best of your ability, just like in ESR. But the thing of it is, you as the local commander, if you think that order is inappropriate, you actually are allowed to change it. You're allowed, if you're an Austrian, to drop it 1. If you're French, you're allowed to increase or drop it 1. You begin with attack, drop to probe, screen, maneuver, defend, withdraw, and rally. Each one, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. You are then going to roll a 1d10 for initiative. That is per table. That is per table. And on that table, it is the highest ranking individual there. You will see that they have abilities that are dependent on their description, and I do like the fact that Snappy Nappy uses descriptions like, where did they go? There it is, poltroon, weak, dashing, charismatic, and genius. We have a genius on the table. Guess who? Guess who? Yeah, it's that guy. Then, and by the way, everything...
Bernadotte?
Yes, Bernadotte? No. Everybody...
Prune Bear.
It's the Great Prune Bear. Embrace luck. This is a D10 based system. You will roll for initiative on your table. The non-initiative player fires and moves, I should say, and charges. So he has to go first. He then,
the initiative player, right?
the initiative player moves and charges. Then the non-initiative player fires and resolves melees. Then the initiative winner fires and resolves melees. Then melee combats, if any, and I'm sorry, that isn't melees, that's morale checks. I'm out of practice. Out of practice, clearly. Then we have melee combat all at the same time. And then we keep going through for the non-initiative player. Switching sides. So how does it all work? Well, we begin with movement. We check and see if a unit is inside its command radius. You will notice that we have commanders. Oh, yes, we do. There's one. There's another one. If you're within the appropriate command radius, you get to do whatever the order requires. If not, you have to take a morale check. If you pass a morale check, you move half. If you fail, you may only change formation or wheel in place. Failing a morale check does not cost you a morale level. That's important. You'll know why later. Here's your formations, and I've got some guys outside the bubble so I can experiment. They're over here. I do not use the standard basing because I like this so much better for Snappy Nappy. I use 4 bases. Snappy Nappy usually wants you to have 2. You should always think of having 2 bases when it comes to things like melee and firing. This is a line.
No.
I know, right? Shocking.
That's insane.
It's almost impossible to imagine. I realize for those of you who have played a lot of Napoleonics, it's going to be very, very hard to conceive of. This is an attack column. This is a road column.
Ooh,
very powerful.
Scary.
Scary. And this is a square.
Oh, we do. Interesting. You don't do like something like this.
You could. Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, thank you. Wow, it's been a while. Thank you, Chrono.
I was gonna say that looked like more of a cross.
Yeah,
like
right.
more of a cross there.
Yeah. But it's a square. There it is. You have done well, and I appreciate you very much for that. You can see formation changes cost you 1/3 of your movement. Changing facing altogether costs you half. You may make a forced march, which gives you plus 2d10, which gives you plus 2d10 inches. Ooh, but you have to take a morale check.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I assume the formation change takes 1/3 of your movement. Mm-hmm. So if you change formation at the start of your movement, and you're going from infantry column to line, that means you basically lose 1 inch off of your allowed 3 inches of movement in line.
Let's yeah, I know exactly what you're asking me, and I'm pretty sure he answers that question. But that
would make sense. I want to make sure I'm understanding that correctly.
No, that's quite all right.
Am I reading this correctly? You can only force march on a road.
On a road, correct? On a road.
Correct.
You are accurate, sir. Mm-hmm.
So if you change from line to square, you still have 2/3 of an inch of movement.
Use the original movement as the base.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So it means you go.
For example, he gives an example from column 6-inch to line 3. That would mean you have a move of 4.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. From line to column, however, you have a move of 2.
That's interesting. I guess it kind of represents that you're deploying or
I would say it's the efficiency of the movement, but that is the explicit rule with example. You may you may oblique up to 45 degrees as you move. You may oblique. You may enter a village, town, city, or fortress without penalty. Without penalty. If the units do not exit on the very next turn, however, they are considered to have gone into garrison.
Aha.
To exit, they must change formation.
Aha.
Units must halt when they reach 1 inch away from an enemy, unless you're charging. Obviously, if you intend to hit, in you go. Column and lines are the only attack columns and line are the only things that may charge. Road columns do not charge. Attacking units. Attacking units are eligible to charge enemy units starting within 45 degrees of their front. They may oblique or wheel, but they may not change facing, which is interesting. You must be able to see what you are charging. To hit a flank, notice this, very generous, some part of the attacking unit must have started the move behind the 180 degree area created by extending the side edges of the stand perpendicular to the front line.
Right. So
that's that very, very generous. So here I am. I'm no longer in square. I'm in line.
Let me grab some Hans and Holland boys here for you.
If you find yourself, say like that.
That's a flank.
That's a flank.
And it is very generous. Well, I guess the scale is...
Yeah, it's the scale. And there's a picture that looks almost exactly like what I just drew. Maybe a little bit forward. But that. In this game, you conform. You conform to the front.
Or if you hit the flank, I assume you conform to the flank?
Yeah, you form to the flank, exactly. When a unit is charged by cavalry, you may attempt to form square. That is a morale check. If you pass, you form a hasty square. If you're not, you're stuck where you are. No morale loss. If cavalry is charged by infantry, cavalry may accept, or they may evade. Move the cavalry away. The final position of the cavalry may be anywhere between 1 inches and 2 inches from the final infantry position. Cavalry may face towards or away from the enemy, entirely optional. Horse artillery may do the same thing. Now you say, why 1 inch? Why 1 inch? That is musketry range in this game. 1 inch. Hey, Dalliner, you got a pencil and paper real quick?
Yeah.
Cavalry may not charge towns, cities, or fortresses. They may charge villages. All right. You may oblique. You may oblique into battle.
What page is that on? I gotta look it up. I don't believe you.
Yeah, I understand. It's 10.7 on page 24. Take that.
It's got a big asterisk. It's got a big asterisk, and in parentheses it says for Delinar.
Mm-hmm.
Right there on the QRS. Can't miss it.
Hey, Jim, you got a pencil?
Uh-huh. Squares.
Does it have an eraser?
Shooting. Stands fire once per turn. 45-degree arc. Stands that charged into at the enemy for the melee, they don't fire. Stands do not fire at units in melee, but stands that received a charge and are going to be in melee do get to shoot. If you are adjacent to a charged unit, and I do mean adjacent, you get to fire. It is possible for a unit to be fired upon by defending unit and suffer morale check failures that drops the unit to nervous. The attacking unit is now 1 inch away from the enemy. If no other attacking unit is engaged, the defending unit in melee, the nervous attacking unit may then fire with its usual modifier. The basic point being that it's the melee does not occur.
Right, you shoot them off.
You shoot them off. You must announce all firing before rolling. This actually does matter. Units fire at the closest enemy. Closest enemy. Again, it's 1 inch. It's not that hard to figure out. It's
really that's really only gonna matter for artillery.
It is not. It just isn't that hard. Units in
We're not doing double, right?
No, this is 1 for 1. Okay. Thank you for asking. Always an important question at my tables. A leader stand attached to a unit may suffer injury or death. If the unit is hit and there is a morale check at a natural 1, you must check for leader fate. Leader fate in this game sucks. It's probably the most important rule in the game. Morale checks. You keep making morale checks until you pass or rout. This is a modified D10. You must roll equal or higher than the number you need, and then you take no results. If it is less, you fail and lose a morale level. You then have to go again. We have seen guard units run away in a single turn just because the dice come up for junk. And we've
seen units just vaporize off the table because someone rolled very terribly.
And we have seen militia units stand for days.
Yeah.
You got to keep checking them. You may recover morale in the rally phase, as you can see, but you will notice that it is at the bottom. It is at the bottom of the list, and it doesn't wrap around, so you are stuck at that thing. You're going to be parked there rallying for a while, which makes sense. You're basically back in that recombobulation area that David has for ESR. If you have routed an enemy in melee, you get a free level of morale.
You feel very good about yourselves.
Because you feel very, very good. Exactly. Retreat is directly away from the enemy. You may go up to 45 degrees, measured off the back of the stand, to avoid going through other units or impassable terrain.
How does interpenetration work in this game, if you're just moving normally?
I believe it is absolutely go nuts, do that thing.
I believe it is.
That'd be my impression as well, considering the scale, but I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, that's...
Some people have
you may certainly pre-measure charge movement formations. Yep, interpenetrate all you like.
Wonderful. So question on movement. Facing change, it says half your movement.
Yep.
So it takes my whole movement to spin in place?
Well, no, you could turn all the way around.
You could do a 360. That's technically a facing change.
Yeah, you could spin all the way around, or you could do 180. It's up to you.
You could 360 no. You could 360 no scope.
Yeah,
someone.
You could 360 no scope and say, "I still have half my move left." It's true. That is true.
I'm gonna pirouette in front of you.
I have done it. You didn't even see it, but I pirouetted. It was kind of cool.
Actually, Italian spin in place.
You could absolutely do that.
I'm a whirling dervish.
Melee. It's in contact. There are no more than 3 rounds. 3 rounds. The basic procedure: the attacker and the defender each will roll a 10, add modifiers, and compare adjusted rolls. After implementing these results, and everybody may have to, people may have to take morale checks. After implementing them, 1 round is completed. It is possible units will be locked in combat, in which case we keep going. In the event that 3 rounds of combat are not enough to separate the attackers and the defenders, the melee carries over to the next turn. We talked all about all that stuff. In the case of multiple units attacking and defending, each melee is defined by the defender's unit. All melee is simultaneous within the phase. It is possible that units will find some units retreated and others remaining in contact to fight another round. Infantry and cavalry may melee the same defending unit. A little bit different than some other games we've seen. The unit type each stand has a modifier. It's on the chart, including the second stand in an attack column. Now remember, we have 2 stand units. Always remember that, despite the fact that there are 4 bases out there. Morale, there's a possible modifier there. Defending terrain. And then leadership, flanks, cavalry are all added to the roll. It is possible for a unit in line to be in melee with only 1 stand, 2 bases. The other stand is uncontacted. Overlapping stands get half the modifier, rounding up. We compare the results, and remember it's all simultaneous. If the result is a tie, both sides roll a morale check. It is possible for a unit in line to melee 2 separate enemy units, with the melee resulting in one stand winning and the other one losing. That would be an illegal split. Retreat the winning stand so that it ends up adjacent to the losing stand, and thus is in line again. There is no morale check for the unit. The winning stand does not advance to take the position, but the losing stand advances behind the winning stand, thus forming into column. Doesn't happen too much, but it certainly can. There are 2 types of square. A solid square is one that you form before the cavalry gets there. A hasty square is one you try to form as they're rushing at you. And there are different modifiers for that.
Either of them are good, but the hasty square is a bit worse.
Yes.
For the inventory, anyway.
Exactly. And we talked about rally and we talked about victory. Those are all the rules, folks. That is Snappy Nappy, and obviously there'll be a lot more as we go on, but we got to dive in. So now we got to talk about the scenario. This is what Snappy Nappy was designed for. It is the multi-table campaign in a day, which is what we have before us. This is obviously the Marengo campaign, as I said, in June of 1800. I think we know the basic story. French victory. French victory. If they capture the Austrian line... Oh, and we have here, I should say, and I believe you should be able to see them, these lettered off-table bases.
No.
Nope.
You mean these here?
Negative.
Oh, yeah, those there.
Oh, these Austrians here?
You see the Austrians, but you see nothing beneath them?
No, I don't see anything beneath them.
Oh, dear. Well,
Just-
I will have to
Just colored bases.
I will have to do the obvious thing, which I didn't want to do.
Aha. Now I see something.
Oh, there's a card with a big letter B on it.
Yep.
And another one.
Now that one's missing.
If you clip it under any of the hidey boxes, they
No,
vanish.
don't move them, guys. Don't do it. You're not doing me any favors.
That was OJ's dad. It was
Yeah, I
perfect.
clicked on it by mistake.
There it is.
Uh-huh.
I gotta get them just so. This is gonna require a very fine. I'm confident. I'm confident. This actually may add to the confusion in a way that I like.
It's got me confused, so I guess it worked.
Good.
But to be fair, I started out confused. So
Oh, yeah.
Come here, Prune Bear.
I'm not confused at all. I have no idea what's going on, so I can't be confused.
These each represent an off-table area. Somehow, some way connected to each table.
Uh-huh.
You will notice when you look at them that they say where they are in rough terms. And then they indicate that they have available exit roads. Now, those won't have any meaning for you just yet, but they will shortly. Yeah, you know what? It's going to be a little crazy for me, but that's okay. I think that's all right. Okay, so what the point is that areas F, G, and H, F, G, and H, those represent the Austrian lines of supply. If the French can seize these, all of them, they win. If the Austrians can capture the French lines at C, D, and E, they win. The game also ends if either army has lost 26 units.
And A and B are just sightseeing places. Gotcha.
Yep, that's pretty. You will notice that units may not be attacked in the staging areas. You will also notice, once you get onto the tables, that the tables have numbered roads at their edges. Those roads, let's say 18, let's pick a number, connect to the other 18 somewhere on these 5 boards. When you march off there, you will be given a period of time during which those units will be marching. I will tell you what that time is in the person, I guess, of a die setting next to those units. Only when that die expires with that number of turns will you be able to then go on to wherever that leads. Now you say, wait a minute, how do I get a coordinated approach? I will be shortly giving you your briefing sheets. Ha ha ha. But for right now, you should look at all this and understand that these are the things that will determine victory and defeat. So, with just this much information, hardly enough to go on, hardly enough. Who wants to be Austrian? Who wants to be French?
I'll go Austrian. Why not?
That's tough.
Yeah.
I would like to be French. I would like to be French.
All right. So we have Napoleon, or we knew that, and we have Achilles as French. Very good. I need to get out my briefings here.
I'll go French because I want to attack. Because if I was the Austrians, I would just say, "Hey, let's go to FG&H and call it a day."
That is
given that I'm currently fighting a Marengo game, I'm going to be Austrian.
Okay, good. And OJ, you're Austrian too. Because I am one player short, I am botting one player, namely General Massena. So now that I know my plan, now that I know I came up one short. What do you want me to tell you? What I'm now going to do is place the briefings as a pinned item into the chat. You are on your sworn honor not to read the other side's briefing. That would be filthy, filthy cheating.
Understood.
And I know you would never do any such thing.
I'm going to have enough trouble just reading mine, much less somebody else's.
That right there is funny. Where'd it go? Both briefings are up. Please grab your appropriate briefing.
Can we go to a different channel so Achilles can read it to me? Because I was enlisted. I can't read.
Oh, this nostalgia.
As long as he doesn't have to read our compass, would be good.
Well, that's second lieutenants. There's nothing more dangerous in a combat area than a second lieutenant with a map and a plan. I've read that.
Yeah,
somewhere.
I've seen that firsthand.
I've read that somewhere.
I can read a compass. But I can't read
Briefings.
briefings.
It's all right. Whenever they're read to the enlisted, they don't understand them anyways. So it doesn't matter.
As the officers reading it to us, all we're hearing is wah, 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 wah.
Exactly. It's like a Charlie Brown rerun.
Hey, Stompy McStompstomp.
Okay.
My daughter just went by.
With that, we now have the two teams. We do have to arrange our setups. And in order to do it, I need to do the Austrians first. So, Not that you can see anything anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. So you can all just hang here. But Austrians, please join me in the alternative chat.
Alrighty.
Hello, Austrians.
Hello.
Do you have your briefing?
I do. I am reading it.
Yes.
Excellent. Give you just a second there. So as you can see, you have three. You have Melis with the main body. You have the siege at Genoa, which is being run by Ott. And you have the Alpine screen being run by General Keim. Melis begins near Alba, on the road towards Nice, when word of Napoleon's advance arrives. Ott is laying siege to Genoa, and Keim must begin with his units both near Turin and Milan, but the precise division of those troops is in his discretion. Historically, Keim operated as a screen to cover all of the northern passes and report on Napoleon's advance. The siege of Genoa, whoever gets Ott, is going to be dealing with me. As long as the largest division of Ott's command remains at Genoa, the largest division, that siege continues. We do not know how long the French continue holding out, but they are tying down a significant portion of the Austrian army. If Ott decides to abandon the siege, Massena's army of Italy is able to march out of the city and engage or even attempt to link up with Napoleon. Historically, Melis and Ott waited as long as possible before offering him generous terms to end the siege. His men were patrolled back to Nice, but this allowed Ott to unite his command with the remaining Austrians. Players in this campaign are free to negotiate any terms that they see fit. Now, you see the theater map. That's your linking piece. You'll notice the numbers aren't there. That's on purpose. Be advised, the tables are not even to the map. That is a feature, not a bug. Greg is evil that way and decided to set it up. Melis, whoever that is, big dog, begins on table W. Ott is locked up at the Genoa siege staging area, and Keim must divide his forces as evenly as possible between tables X and Z. So, you know my first question. Who's who?
I'm happy to be Melis.
All right.
That way I can leave the battle midway and proclaim glorious victory.
Very good. OJ or Chrono?
Matters not to me.
I can take Keim.
All right, okay. Keim, very good. So what we're going to do here, what color are you? Have you selected a color, Grim?
Yes, white.
You are white. Very good.
Because Austrian.
Because Austrian. I'm now going to turn this box white. I trust you can see inside it now.
I can.
Good. These are your troops down here.
Jim, are we supposed to be on teams or not supposed to be on teams?
You are not supposed to be on teams.
Yep. Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to
sure. I will be getting to that once you start setting up. You can't even talk to each other.
Right. Yep. Just like Kriegspiel.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep, that's fine.
But aren't we talking to each other now?
You are, because this is the setup phase. This is the setup phase. You are over here with your boys. Obviously, you are aware of Suchet's troops who are right there. So you can go set your guys up in here. I assume you would like them to be in road column.
Yeah.
But remember, road column is one base behind the other. I'll let you start to that setup. Chrono, what color are you?
I am yellow.
All right. Your obligation is to split up your troops. And you have to, and again, it's to be as even as possible. You know, so, I know you are a person of sense, so you understand that has a, that isn't exactly a hard and fast definition, I guess is my point. And you are to split them between X and Z. I just got to remember. Yep. Which color did you say you are?
Yellow.
Thank you. Can you see inside that box?
I can.
Can you see inside that box?
I can.
Split them up.
All right. Let me take a look here. Okay. I will take up my troops at my disposal and I'll begin setting them up.
Very good. And obviously they are parked right here for you.
All right. I assume I cannot split up. Well, I could, I guess, split up my division/corps, but
you can.
I mean, I have to, but
you may. But I mean, you understand that that's going
to
kill you in terms of starting the.
In terms of what I can do and what I can't do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can I be anywhere on these tables? Or
yep, sure can.
And may I have to all be around Alba, right?
Let's take a look at what you're doing. Yeah, exactly. You are doing perfectly.
I meant there's no quote. You have to be in this 2 centimeter box.
No.
Not that my troops would fit in a 2 centimeter box.
Fair enough.
I have too many.
So, Mike, since you and I are going to have to deal with each other, we are here.
Where?
Here.
Ah, A.
We are in area A. You are besieging me because that's very rude, but that's what you're doing.
Okay. Well, surrender, and then I won't be rude
I am besieged, and I don't like it. The catch is, these guys, they can leave. These guys that are under O'Reilly.
Okay.
But these Ott guys, they got to stay. When this group leaves, the entire thing breaks, and the siege breaks, and I can go too.
All right.
So once we get to the end of each turn, we're going to spend a few minutes negotiating and figuring out. I'm going to suggest, and like I say, I've got my course of actions written down, so I'm not doing it abstractly or on the fly. I may, like in everything else, I may have to make it up because you're going to throw me a curveball. But you can talk with your peers once I leave about what the terms you might want are. You know what is bottled up in there. It's these guys, and they don't suck. And you know Napoleon wants those guys out on the field. Still doing your divvying?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I see garrisoning going on. That is definite garrisoning. Heidik von Futak. That's a name for you.
Oh, yeah.
Todd Campbell, to answer that question, GDA 2 will be back in just a few weeks, to tell you the whole truth. Commissar Jan. Yes, this is another Little War scenario. Uh-oh. Miles is watching. Behave yourselves.
Never.
Dude guy, good to see you, man. We will start, actually, with a LaSalle game, and we're then going to play that exact same scenario in GDA 2. We, of course, call that a rules fight.
Jim, am I supposed to have another commander because they're named different?
No, that is all you, because here's the thing. They come under a different division, but they don't have a better commander.
Okay, so they're still technically part of where is he?
Right, exactly. You've got that's the Genoa Siege. You have, why is Melis last? Why, I ask why? I've got I've got Ott. There's Melis. He's got, you should have Elsnitz, yeah?
Elsnitz and Morrison.
You should have Elsnitz and Morrison. Yep.
Yeah.
Palfi.
Just double checking.
Yeah, Palfi is part of Division Elsnitz.
Oh, God, it's such a big division.
It is at that.
Like, where the hell am I supposed to stick them all?
Gonna start getting some French people in here. Crown, are you about set?
Yeah, I'm pretty set.
All right. There we go. All right, y'all can hang out and talk. I'm going to go get the boys. Stay here. Hello, French people.
Yes.
Oui, oui.
Vraiment. So the first thing we have to decide is who. I know we have. Well, or did you guys pick? Because what we have,
We already got it.
You're all set. You're all set. So we've got
Yes.
who I just so you know, I am Massena, and I'm going to give you one chance.
Yes.
I'm going to give you one chance, Bonaparte, to give me generalized instructions as to what the heck you want me to do, given the fact that I have all these howling Austrians sitting right outside, and they're besieging me and doing terrible things. You again are Bonaparte. Who's Lan?
I am
And who is Victor?
Me.
the only other person left.
you funny. But that's true. That's fair. All right, let's talk about it. In terms of deployments, you know where I am. I'm under siege. Napoleon, Victor, and Lan may begin at any mountain pass staging area. No more than 2 corps per staging area.
Oh, so we can switch these around. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Do we want to switch these around, or you want to stay with the plan, guys?
I think we should probably stay with the plan because if we,
I agree with you.
Well,
We're staying in these
we
staging
obviously-
areas.
we we obviously don't want to double up on one because that'll slow down our movement dramatically.
Yes, correct.
Unless you want me to move to C.
Oh yeah, you could do that. I don't think that's any shorter, but yeah, you can do that if you want. You could do that.
Oh yeah, it's shorter for where I'm going. It's a straight shot.
Yeah. All right, then go to yeah. You could go to C. To see what you could see.
Other than the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, basically.
From this point forward, after we start the game, it is a Kriegspiel. You may not talk to each other unless you are on the same table. And what I mean by that is, are your commanders on the same table? Okay. So otherwise, it's got to be quiet. And how do you communicate? Well, of course, you send the umpire a message in Discord chat. And I will time it. I have my Kriegspiel pad out that I use for running these suckers, and I will then make sure that we get them off in a timely fashion. You ready to so sire? Well, actually, you're not sire yet. You're just good old General Bonaparte. So General Bonaparte, I'm definitely stuck over here in Genoa. What do you want me to do?
Keep them occupied as long as possible with negotiations. Negotiate your way out.
So
defend Genoa to the death.
Well, that's my question. I mean, do you want me to try to get out, or do you want me just to stall him in there?
Stall them. I just need you to stall them.
All right. So okay.
Keep them occupied as long as possible.
From this point forward, you may attempt to send a message. Now, obviously, I'll know what you intend, but I'm not going to act on it until you send a message. The trick is, of course, that message is going to have to come through enemy lines. I wish you well with that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. All right. So everybody is where you want everybody to be?
Yes.
And you've all talked enough strategy such that we could go back to the main room?
Correct.
All right. Stay here. I'll go get them.
I'm going to go get a drink when I get...
All right, campers. They're ready for us. Back to the main room.
Okay.
I got to keep remembering that everybody can only see brown boxes. I'm like, what's the problem? Everything's fine.
Well, I see brown, white, and yellow boxes now.
And Achilles, if you didn't hear me mention it, Miles is watching and taking notes.
Oh no. What not to do, huh?
Yeah, well, how they screwed up a perfectly good scenario. All right. Do I have the attention of Melis and Napoleon? Are you both here? I know Melis is. Dalinar, are you back? Are you back?
Yes.
All right. It is now time. Reach into your magic bags and give an order to all of your commanders.
Do I need to do that, Jim?
No, he gives it to you.
Oh, I got it.
Melis gives it to you. And if you need to, Melis, you may communicate. Do you need to go into the chat and talk to your? Do you want to go into a separate chat and talk to Odd about what he's supposed to do? Or
yeah, can do that real quick.
Yeah, why don't you, OJ? Why don't you jump into the alternative chat with Grim, and he'll explain to you what his approach is in terms of running the siege.
All right.
Well, we know what Grim's approach is.
Go get it.
Find a plowed fields and run through them.
I have notes on Grim, so I'm ready for him.
So, Dallin, are you passing out?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. And if you want to indicate a location that they're to attack, you can write it right in the tooltip.
That's what I've been doing.
Excellent.
I think this is how we did it last time.
It is. You can, and I went back and watched video to see if I could remember half this stuff. The big thing is you can either attack a location, you can attack to a crossroads, that's obvious, or you can attack a unit.
But you can't really attack a unit if you don't know where it is.
You sure can't. That's where the whole message thing becomes kind of a big deal.
That complicates me.
Son of a
It
gun.
does.
Son of a gun.
How do I know which of these boxes I'm supposed to be in?
Oh, I'll tell you.
He'll tell you.
I'll tell
I
you.
had a feeling he was going to. I was afraid of that.
I was afraid that's how this was going to work.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it.
Don't you worry.
I'm just going to sit here and shine my shoes. You tell me what's happening, Sergeant Major.
All right, you two, come on back. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, because I wrote on it. Where the heck to go?
I don't know. I didn't touch it.
All right, there we go. We all set? All right, Grim, give out your orders to your on table units that you've got. That would include what your intentions are, and I can place them for you for Kime.
Yeah.
Okay. I see it.
Yeah, now I don't know where the other one went.
That's for Kime.
I gotta do it to each of your units.
We got to give it to each of your commanders.
Commanders, that's what I meant.
So you just need to give it to Lon. You don't need to give it.
Right, you give it to
No,
Lon.
oh, just Lon?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's the.
Is there a specific location this applies to, or
Grim?
Second.
Specific location for that order?
And that was for
Vienna.
no specific location, just screen.
Well, he needs an objective though.
Oh yeah, good point.
Upset Grim.
Yeah, why don't you send it to me in Discord? I'll write it.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Everybody can see their orders on the French side that you got?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
All right. I knew what it was before you put it there. So
There you go, Jim.
Thank you, sir. Yes. Sure.
Jim,
Yes, sir.
do I have to give Mr. OJ an order?
Not yet. Not till he
Because
leaves. Not till he leaves.
I figured as much because, well, what order would I even give him?
Right. And don't forget to put a order on the tooltip here.
now, for the sake of movement, attack column and road column is only used on road, right?
Correct.
And attack
Hence
column.
the name.
Attack column moves. Okay, so all the column ones that it had on the QRS, that's considered to be basically an attack column.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's double if you're on the road, so it's quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to look at that real quick.
Is that what you meant?
Yep, that is exactly what I meant. Okay. Here we go. So, let's start. Well, we know what's going on. That will be discussed at the end of the turn. I'm going to be
Mm-hmm.
two exit roads. Pick one.
Are you asking me?
I'm asking
or
you, sir.
who?
I'm asking whoever. I believe that's John Lon's boys, aren't they? Yeah, they are indeed.
Well,
Which way are you going?
So, you want me to say it in the clear, or do I
Yeah,
type it
it's
for you?
you absolutely have to, because that's where I'm about to put you. So, it's
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Okay. 17. Yeah.
I'd just like to point out, Jim, we've been going for an hour. The board state hasn't changed.
I know, shameful. Absolutely shameful. Achilles, I need you to get on a team with Grim.
Okie dokie.
Raider.
Once you have joined a team with Grim, once you've joined it, can you see this table, Achilles?
One moment. All right. And let's see, which table am I supposed to be seeing? I don't see any of the tables. All I see are big brown boxes, and yellow boxes and white boxes.
You guys zoom into the box.
Gotcha.
Have you set it? You haven't set your translucence. Go to escape.
Okay.
Go to configuration.
Got it.
Interface.
Interface done.
Miscellaneous settings.
Miscellaneous settings done.
Scroll. Gosh, it's about halfway down. Hidden zone show opacity. Hidden zone hide opacity.
Okay. Hidden zones. Oh, there we go. Hidden zone.
They're about halfway down.
And which setting is that in?
Miscellaneous.
There we go. Hidden zone show and hide. Right?
Make sure they're both 0.
They are.
And you still don't see through these boxes.
I do not. Oh, now I do.
Yeah,
What the hell?
That's okay.
I didn't even do it.
I don't have a miscellaneous.
Yes, you do.
It's under configuration.
It's under configuration. Configuration, interface, miscellaneous settings.
Oh, interface. That's the one part I was missing.
Mm-hmm.
Miscellaneous settings.
All right, so you can see this now?
I can.
Good. And you can see where you are, and you see where he is. You can see stuff. Now you see stuff. So, this will be fun.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun.
Okay. Okay, after miscellaneous, what are we supposed to do?
Slide down.
Yeah.
About halfway.
Yeah.
And it should say hide and show opacity settings.
Should be hidden zone show opacity and hidden zone hide opacity. Set them both to 0.
I'm sorry, Jim.
You're just
out of the room. Remember to hit
apply.
I had to visit the little boy's room. I'm sorry.
All right, E.
Hi.
You want to give me a number?
Jim, we just met. Hold on. Number 8.
I forgot I need to turn this map. Need you to get on a team with Chrono, Ron. Have you done it, and can you see the board?
I can see the board. I don't know why my opacity is not freaking going, but yeah, I can zoom in.
Okay. And Achilles, you came off 17, correct? You came off B, I should say.
Yes, sir.
B,
I'm
and
on
you
B, right.
B, and you chose 17. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Perfect. Robert, you only have one choice.
Yeah, I will take, I don't know, 16.
You will take 16 and you will like it. You're coming off which board?
Charlie.
Well, I knew this might happen. Yeah, I think it happened when we played the first time. Doesn't matter.
All by myself?
Oh, no. It will... It actually is somewhat mitigated by the fact that these things are set up the way that they are. Chrono, congratulations. You're fighting two people at the same time.
Just the way I like it.
Join a team with Chrono. Join the same team. Yes, you will be able to see the next board. Can't be helped. Don't look.
Just pretend you don't see it.
Yeah.
Chrono is diamonds.
And let's face it, they're not adjacent. I'll promise you that. Everybody know where they are? Everybody know how they're set up?
Everybody know. I can't see a thing.
Where I am.
All right, I'll try.
You're on the team.
I'm on the team, but I cannot see a thing. Let me make sure that I didn't screw up. Configuration.
Yeah, mine's do the same thing.
All right. How's that?
Oh.
I don't like
Yep.
I don't like doing that, but it's the only choice because it's something in your graphics drivers. Which board are you on, Ron?
One next to him.
How's that?
Fine.
You good now?
I was fine. I could go in the box.
Nah,
That
it's
doesn't bother
No.
me.
Okay. All right, let's do it board by board. This is the way it is. Fun thing is, nobody be looking over here because you shouldn't be able to see, and I know you can't. So, who's your best commander, Robert?
My best commander.
What's his plus?
+2.
How about you?
Wait a minute. Yeah.
How about you?
That's
you?
over there.
How about you, Chrono?
On this board, it is +0.
All right. So, I guess I got to give Robert a separate die roller. Look at that.
Thank you.
All right. This is the initiative portion of the phase. We're going to work through it by phases until we all get comfortable with this. This is the initiative. Robert has a +2.
And I still roll a 1.
It's a tie. Do it again.
Now I rolled a 2.
And now Chrono has the initiative. Congratulations. The initiative winner moves and charges. Chrono?
All right. I'm going to be doing some moving. I just need to refresh my memory. Can I get a copy of the QRS over here? So I don't have to...
I don't want to put it on the table because that's ugly and gross, but give me a second.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's some space right here. I mean, I feel like...
Where?
How was that just came over me?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to
You're
scroll
right.
over there every time I want to look at something.
Sure.
It is ugly and gross.
All right,
Like it.
6 inches. Thank you.
So would this be the critical hit table?
Probably.
Movement is not taking me very long, so
Mm-hmm. Doing very well.
I don't have a lot going.
All right, since he's doing that, Robert, why don't you march on the field as best you can? 'Cause
Okay,
he's not gonna,
so
he obviously can't shoot you or anything.
so I am in
March column.
on the road
Mm-hmm.
and on the road 12,
Mm-hmm.
off road 6.
Mm-hmm.
So when does formation changes come?
Starts at the beginning of the turn. You got to do it at the start of the turn. Because you have to, the rest of your movement is going to be predicated on what you were in when you changed.
Well, I'm still going to be in column.
Nope, you are in road.
Ugh, not what I want to do. I don't have to move all of it, do I?
Nope.
And he's on foot.
And I'm asking you, Chrono, was everybody in range for those moves?
Yeah, this is all.
You've got a short.
This is all. This is all Vukasovic, and this is all.
Oh, got it,
Utah.
got it. Thank you. Yeah,
It's 2 different divisions.
there you go. Yeah. What's his?
What's artillery range?
Artillery range is for heavy it's 12 inches. For light, maximum is 9.
Most everything you're playing with is light.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was assuming. So we're inch and a half. Actually, 4.5. Excuse me. And where
just to be clear, you may change formation at either the beginning or the end of movement.
okay, that changes things.
Just remember to leave a third of your
Right.
inches, whatever, at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just looking that up myself right now.
So he can only move, for example, he could only move 8, which is exactly what he moved. Look at that.
And I can change formation.
Mm-hmm. All right. While we're doing that, let's amuse ourselves over here. Ron, looking at this board.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is your highest level leader?
+3.
I wonder who that might be. What you got, Chrono?
Mine just says C and C, so I don't know.
Oh, that is Melis.
It's Kame, actually.
Oh, you got Kame over there? Oh, that's right.
I was going to
Melis,
say,
yeah, Melis is down there. That's right, dude.
I didn't know I had a clone.
You don't know that.
Jim, this die roller is broken. It has no numbers on the bottom. Oh, yeah, flipped. What do you know?
So, do you have a number?
I had one. I had one, but somebody interrupted me.
I'm sorry. I
My
apologize.
die roller's broken. Flip it over. Anyway.
Jerk.
You tried turning it off and on again.
I need you to turn it off and turn it back on.
That is the spiritual equivalent. He is. Dang it, Jim. 1 second later, and I would have had it. Curse me.
Sorry.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a GM, not a doctor.
There we go. Where is good old homie? There he is. Plus one.
He's a +1.
+3 versus
Alrighty.
a +1.
4.
Jeez. Ron, move.
Cavalry are always in column, correct?
They can be in road, or they can be in assault column. Right
Well,
now,
they don't have 4 bases. That's why I'm asking.
No, this is actually the way they're supposed to be. And so if you want to put them into road, you got to turn them side to side.
That's what I thought. All right, so they're in column. Then they're in column then.
This is the base thing they intend, but I love the depth. Thanks, Miles. Take care, man.
I have a question. When you're coming on from road, do you have to come on the road, or can you come on anywhere on the edge?
They should be coming on the road.
Okay.
That's what I kind of figured.
That's what I figured.
Yep.
It means we are dealing with a traffic jam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No problem. No problem. I will just get them ready behind.
Oh, are the rivers impassable, or are they some other kind of terrain?
I believe they are all impassable.
If they're all major rivers, they would be impassable, except for.
I mean, it's actually guess I was like, oh, wait a minute, I crossed the bridge.
Yeah, I was just asking for future reference, because there are a lot of rivers.
I believe they are all major.
Very good. Excuse me.
This one. All right, Achilles, while he's doing that,
Yes.
who is your best commander?
+2.
And what you got there?
I am.
I
plus
assume
one.
we're going by charismatic, right?
Yeah, it's just whatever the highest plus is.
Okay.
So you got the highest plus. What's yours, Melis?
+1.
So +2 versus +1 on this board.
Well, that's
4. Okay. Grim, move.
Snappy.
Jim, I'm assuming that the missing parts of my formations over here are under this box that I can't see.
How about now?
Oh, there they are.
And Jim, you said this was road column for the cavalry, correct?
No, road column for cavalry is like this.
Ah, okay. That's what they were meant.
Yeah.
That just looks so bizarre to me.
It does. It does. That's why I didn't do it with the infantry, you see. Okay.
Heretical and unnatural.
I am still missing something.
I'm done with mine. That's as far as I can get on.
All right, Chrono?
All right. I guess I'll move because there's no shooting or anything. So
No.
Yes, sir. I am still missing
Just
my
loaded with battles and things happening on all different boards.
Who are you missing?
my cavalry.
How about now?
these guys should be in column.
Oh, there they are.
Get over here.
Here. They don't have to lead on, but they can be there.
Okay.
So Grim is moving.
Take it my dragoons are heavy.
If they're not labeled as such, they're not.
They're not labelled as anything.
Okay, then they're not.
Forgotten.
Oh, I see what you're asking me. I'm sorry. Yeah, those are heavies. Those are heavies.
Yeah, because, well, dragoons can be counted as either.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, what the hell do you class them as?
Sure, right.
Medium.
Right.
I think I've really screwed myself up here.
So both... Okay, Crown was still moving on that table. Yep. And you guys are good there. Remember, turning costs, so...
Good point. I'm just like, how the hell am I going to get out of this mess? Out of the way.
You might want to turn one of these the right direction.
No, that's road column for horse.
They face opposite directions?
Yes. That's why infantry is... That's why I said it's always a two-base system. That's why I broke... That's why I broke the infantry into 4. I like it better. Aesthetically.
I am finished moving.
All right, everybody...
On both tables.
Yeah,
so
everybody is done. Robert's done. So yeah, basically everybody's done on those 2 tables, so we're just going to wait for Grim to uncluster this.
6.
Wow. That's a really electric blue on those cavalry.
Which horse are you talking about?
You
These here?
Yeah, mine. My.
Oh
my
yeah, yeah. That was a
So-
that's a Grim upscale, is what that is. Or Grim? No, that is a Has. Wow, how did I get that wrong? That is a Has upscale color scheme, which I rather like.
That is electric blue. You will not lose sight of those guys.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to get anything bogged down too much. So Achilles, why don't you come on? You're coming on that road.
Yes, sir. Alrighty.
And I'm going to do my moves too, because they're simple.
I stay inside the fortress.
Well, I've got this little pocket.
Yeah, you're Suchet, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Who is under Massena. I wrote this down.
Oh, I'm going to send you a note, Jim.
Very good.
If I can find you on Discord, I know you're in my history.
When you hit one of these things,
Things.
these fortification town thingies,
Mm-hmm.
do you have to stop
Nope.
there?
You
or
keep right on going.
Okay.
The only thing is that if you stay in it, mind, you become a garrison, but that's not what you're doing. I get that.
Rightio.
Well, that's about as much as I can move.
All right. So while Achilles continues to bring his guys on, OJ, why don't you meet me in the chat?
Okay.
I'm going to go over to Alternative Game Channel.
Hello.
And what do you want?
Offer you the crown of Serbia. I are going to march over that way and take it from the Ottomans.
I do not want the crown of Serbia. All I want is for you to tell me what you need to go away.
Retire to Nice for at least a week.
A week? A week.
A week. A week.
I'm to take an entire corps all the way over to Nice for a week. How does that How does that not read like
great
this?
This time of year.
I'm certain it is.
Hang out on the beach.
It is. I just no, man, no. It's.
What do you think?
You want my honest offer? My honest answer to this is I want to be able to walk out of here with the honors of war and all this stuff. You're getting Genoa. You are getting Genoa. That isn't. That's not nothing. That is not nothing.
And then you get there and you'll turn around and want to come right back.
That's not true. I have no. I can give you my word on this. I will not come back to Genoa.
Or any of northern Italy.
Okay, that I cannot give you my word on. Yeah. No. All right. Now, switching off that channel, OJ, remember, you can, if you want, direct these guys to the battle somewhere.
Yes.
However, if you do that, it lowers the chance of taking Genoa.
Okay. And so does each turn, there's a chance of taking Genoa?
There
is. That correct?
There is.
Okay. And you roll that secretly, or do I roll?
No,
okay.
I do.
Okay. And that's fine. That's fine. I was just asking.
All right. See you back in the main channel.
All right. Later.
Achilles, you on?
Yes, sir. I have a question about the commander. Does he just move as a marker, or
no? He moves at the speed of light cavalry.
All right.
Because remember, his distance from his troops matters.
If he's in town, he doesn't count as a garrison, right?
No. Because these Austrian commanders only have a 9-inch radius. So these guns are going to have a risk of getting stuck.
To be fair, they're already stuck.
That's true.
Everything is stuck, so does it matter where Melis is?
No, it doesn't. Melis can bring nice bonuses, but no, his orders don't change that way. All
right. You had said movement on road was double, but it's not for like light cavalry moves at 12 in column, but 15 on the road.
Yeah. Because cavalry's already fast. I was talking about infantry.
Okay, gotcha. All right. I just wanted to make sure I did it right.
No, that's cool.
So yes, I'm on as much as possible.
All right. I think I have a message. I have to jot it down.
Message for you, sir.
Message for you, sir.
Wait, 1 sec. I'm one edit. Sorry. Adding something really quick. Okay.
Okay. Let's go to turn 2. We started down here. Well, we started here, actually. What am I saying? Who's your best?
The +1.
And a +3, right?
+3.
+1, +3. Go for it.
4.
Oh, I still win.
It's still
It's a tie.
yeah,
It's
a tie.
Yeah, it's a tie. Go again. Only you, Ron. Only you.
I know, right?
4
There it
again.
is. All right.
Exact same thing I got last time.
All right. So Ron moves. All right, over here, Chrono, you and Robert. +1, +2, right?
+0.
Oh. Robert wins. All right, Robert, fascinated to see what you're going to do.
So am I. Somebody displace him for a second.
45 degrees.
So that's the way you wanted us to do it with the dispatches, right?
Oh, and just let me know you sent me one.
Yeah, I just sent you one.
Got it.
Column moves 6, so inches. No, 6 inches.
Oh, whoops. Okay. I have a slight edit to that. Jim.
Okay. You editing message?
I
Are you chasing the guy down the road? I know.
Yeah.
I know what you meant on that.
Okay.
I was like, there's no way you were sending that to us. Very good.
I just got my name screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here. Looky here. They seem to be planning to attack me. They seem to be planning to attack. I think they intend me violence. I think
they wish to harm me.
I sense hostile intent.
All right, I think we can safely go over here. Achilles and Grim.
All right. Go ahead, Grim.
I made you your own die, but you probably can't see it. There you go. Oh, well.
Oh, jeez.
You can beat him. Yep. Grim, go.
Yeah, I think he's won again.
We are being snappy Austrians. Jim,
All right,
can I
Achilles, I'm done on this table.
Jim, can I have a QRS here, please? Possible.
4.
Thank you.
I saved myself the trouble. I have a whiteboard. I just wrote everything down.
Ah! What happened to your book, man?
Oh, I got tons of notebooks, but they were getting pretty cluttered. So the whiteboard is really good for this kind of
I
thing.
bet, yeah.
I can write down movements and ranges on the whiteboard, so I can look at it right away.
Jim, for going off,
Mm-hmm.
I have to. Is there anything specific I have to do?
No, if you go there, just say you're intending to do that. Put yourself there at the edge, and then Jim says to you, "You want to go off? Do you?"
Yes.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Jim to say that.
All right. So I'll wait till the end of the turn to see how many you're doing that with, because I got to mark them.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else is going to get off, but they're not on the road, so they don't get that.
And our command range is how far?
It's on the QRS. They actually did a very nice job with this QRS, I think. 18 inches.
Okay. I am well within. Mm-hmm. I am done moving.
Corona.
Okay. And let's see what will this cost.
Oh, I'm done.
Achilles, go.
Mm-hmm. Well, I gotta figure out which direction I'm supposed to be going. Let's see.
I think that's the point.
Yeah. Cardinal directions are all messed up. Let's see.
Yep. As Miles himself said in the chat, you will get lost.
Yeah. He would be correct. All right. And then turning. If I'm following the road.
You just
I
follow
have
the,
to
as
turn
long
this
as you're in
way.
road column, which you're not at the moment.
I'm not?
No,
I thought I was.
this is road column
Oh,
with that leading.
okay. All right. That should be going the other direction.
And then you can just ship them any way you like.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about the.
No, you
cost
don't.
of
You follow the
turning.
road.
Okay, so I could have actually been a bit further forward. Oh well.
Then go ahead. Who cares? Do it. Nope. And then Achilles, it's like this.
Ah,
You sidestep when you're like that.
all right.
Can I move over here, Ron? Or are you finished moving?
Yeah, that's what I said before. Yeah, you can move. I'm done.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right. You're busy with the other table.
Just basically mean that this is happening.
And I will take my turn.
What I have to do is.
So French without shadows.
I know, right?
Lovely.
I better not do that. 'Cause some of these guys are not going to go.
Do it. Do it. You know you want to.
Ha.
Robert, have a Snickers. Sounds like you need one.
Can we retrograde, or we have to do the totally about face?
Totally about face.
Got it.
Turk.
Jim,
Looking good. Yes, sir.
Jim, for the dispatches,
Mm-hmm.
do we put time or turn?
You don't do either. You just send it to me, and I'll know when I got it, and I mark it right here on my magic sheet.
I put turn just because it helps me provide
Yeah, if it
reference.
helps you keep straight, that's fine.
Yeah.
In an actual game of Snappy Nappy Campaign in a Day, we would be doing this live.
Yeah.
And, each table would have its own fight.
Let me see.
Which would severely disadvantage poor Chrono.
I'm already disadvantaged, so. I want to change formation on a garrison unit. They just can do that, right? I have to make a roll for it, but they cost.
I think garrison is just garrison, isn't it?
Right, but you have to. If I'm on,
If you've been in it more than a turn, it automatically turns to garrison.
Yeah.
So then I have to basically do a formation change, which would cost them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Right. Yeah. To switch between.
Then they move.
Right.
Yeah. And they move. And...
Achilles is on the march.
Okay. I have
I'm
completed my movement.
Everybody all set? And please jump on top of me if I miss gunnery or anything like that, because remember, it happens each phase.
Yes.
So don't want to miss. Don't want to miss. I'm trying to pay attention. All right. Hey, OJ, let's meet in that chat, shall we?
Yep. Give me just a
Message for you, Jim.
See it? Thank you. You do realize the entire war is happening without us, right?
Yes.
You're okay with that?
Yeah.
Really? You are going to sit here. You are going to sit here and let the entire campaign transpire and not let me out of here. Look, I'm not going to attack you. You know I'm not going to attack you. That'd be suicidal.
Uh-huh. How about if we offer you the crown of Constantinople?
You don't have the crown of Constantinople to give me.
We can take it. How hard can it be?
We can. How hard can it be? Great. That's not.
Hey, I'm confident in my comrades. They're taking care of business. You're not going to be relieved anytime soon.
You don't know that.
Nice is really nice this time of year. Your guys could be hanging out on the beach. All those nice French women, bikinis.
I'm not going to give you my word that I would then break. I don't do that. That's not who I am. That's not what I do. I want you to go help your friends. Your friends need help. You know that. You know they do. You can't see what's going.
No, your friends need help.
They do. I admit it. I admit it. I am perfectly fine acknowledging that. Never. See you the next time.
Ciao.
Austrians are so bloody unreasonable.
Of course they are.
Yeah. All right, turn 3, people. Turn 3.
And he snubbed them all.
You're unreasonable. This table here, please. +3, +1.
Dispatch, sir.
Thank you.
9. Oh, a tie.
12.
12.
Oh, yeah, no, you're plus 30.
Achilles, Chrono, why don't you do the same thing down here with Robert?
Yep. 2.
Gotcha. Achilles and Grim.
Oops.
Oh, Achilles gets to go first.
Yep.
Achilles, go.
So, question on changing orders.
Yes.
Is it just automatic?
Yes, you just do it. As long as the men are in command. You shift it 1 up or 1 down if you're French.
Yeah. Oh, there they are. Nope, I don't want that one. Why don't I actually read them? No, I don't want the whole bag neither. Whatever. Can you give me 3 inches off the town, please?
I'm sure. Musketry is 1 inch, but yeah.
Oops.
I see much moving. That is excellent.
All right, Colonel. I'm done. I'm moving on my board, Colonel. When you get a chance.
Okay. I don't think I have artillery actually. No. I see.
Do you?
Grim, I'm done over here.
Alrighty.
Okay, this is working out far better than I expected it to. I'm waiting for it to break.
We get better and better every time we do it. Even though it's been a while.
They getting off too there, Grim?
Yeah.
Check the. There.
Okay.
When they play this on Little Wars TV, it's much louder. It seems. It always feels louder. We're very thoughtful.
We think. We're thinking. Where did that come from? Probe and defend. How the hell is that possible?
Holy cow. Give me a second. Wait for it. You missed it, Achilles. We played What a Tanker on the new table. 72 people. That's what we said.
Damn. The whole population of West Virginia was all Joe's cousins watching, or what?
Yeah, that's what we think. Chrono was very nearly traumatized. Like, who are you people? Nice though you may be.
Okay, that's that table done.
You know, you absolutely just gotta love the image of them marching in column. I do like that.
Are you done, Robert?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, I gotta do the facing thing.
Do your facing thing.
Let's see. Oh wait. Do you want limber? We should do this shooting first before I move.
Oh, we have some
Because-
shooting? Shooting. Look at that. There it is. Our very first shooting. Huzzah! A 6-pound gun. Let's run through it. Firing. What quality is it, Robert?
Quality veteran.
Veteran. That means it is a 6+ at base. It is not flank fire, not rear fire, but the target unit is in a city or fortress, which means a -3. Means a -3.
Oh,
Which means you will be. Now that is, what is the range, please?
4 inches.
4 inches.
You're right.
So it is. Yeah. So it is below 6, above 2. No, but that's got to be up to 2 and then up to 6. Yeah, it's up to 6. So 2d10, looking for 10s. I'm afraid.
I should get a bonus because it's bouncing through the town.
Nothing.
No.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Continue as you were. Well done, Chrono.
Question, Jim.
Yes.
You said these might get stuck, so I have to take a test, correct?
Yes, they have to take a morale test. They are veterans. Let's take that. That is a 1d10. They have nobody near them to assist. They do not. Nope, that is. Well, they are within Melis's range, and Melis can help them. Get behind them and kick them in their little butts. So they are what level? What grade are they?
Veteran.
They need a 4+, each of them.
Lead 6-pounders.
No. One in the back.
Well,
No. They're stuck.
Okay. I finished my move on this board. I think that means he gets another shot at me, right?
Yep, sure does. Robert, same deal.
However, I have brought one of my own guns up.
Have
And
you?
now I can shoot. It's only 1 die, but you know.
Where's
it's
that
something.
gun? Where's that gun? Is that right there? Oh, I'm sorry. Where am I looking? Other table. Thank you. And, yeah, I can't possibly disagree with that. And
I think it's just a single die for. What is he?
it'd be a.
He's a veteran as well.
It'd be a 7 at base. Yeah.
No, it's a veteran 6.
Veteran. Then how did we wind up at 10? Then that should be 9s, unless I missed.
He should have been 9.
I feel
He
like
didn't roll any 9s.
he didn't get any 9s. I just want to make sure what I got wrong because I want to fix myself there if I did.
I think it should have been 9 because
And
veteran
those boys
6.
are indeed in column, so that's a +1 for you.
I haven't done Achilles.
So that is a single die for a 5. Single die for a 5.
Well, that's no fair.
Well, they're in a
Yeah, I'm hiding in a city and all
they're in
that.
they're in a 40 thing.
I hit.
That is a morale check for you, Robert. You are seasoned. It's not as good as it
Here.
might be. That's well, actually that's better than no, it's not as good. So do they have a leader attached to them?
Negative.
Okay, so I'm seeing just a 6. I'm seeing just a 6. 1 die for a 6+.
I laugh at you.
You do. You
For
mock
now.
them. You mock them.
That's it on that table.
All right. Grim, are you
And then
set?
I'm done over here at the other table.
I know Achilles moved. Grim, are you done?
Yeah, I'm all done.
All right. So now I have to do this. Whoop. That stays where it is. I have to go to my sheet of messages. Second verse, same as the first. This table. Ron and Chrono.
Nope.
Ooh. All right, gentlemen, do your thing. In this case, Chrono and Robert. Ooh, good roll.
10.
Nope.
Got him, Robert. And over here, Achilles and Grim.
And we are going in for the attack.
Oh, dear. Ooh, Achilles, good roll. Grim, what you got? Okay. He got you, just barely. All right, you all know who you're
Just
moving. And while he is what's this? Which question?
It is just a normal move.
Yep, it is a normal move. 45 degrees. You can. The one thing you cannot do is change facing, and enter melee. But you can even oblique into melee. But remember, you must conform.
Okay. Okay, let's fix that. Some guys fell off the hill, so.
And remember, infantry, if that's what's going on here, can form hasty square.
How does this work when he's trying to double up on me here?
Let's see. You have to conform, Robert.
Okay, then. When you say conform, I'm.
Can't do that. It's this.
He's got these going on here, so I'm not sure how that's going to work either.
Yeah, I got to take a look at. I was just looking up the rules for towns. Because towns are a unique case, as it were. Special melee situations. It is actually a city. Yeah, it's still you still have to you still use the guiding unit, so you still have to conform. So this becomes this, and this becomes this.
No, this guy in the end.
And I don't. You can support in melee, but I think. Let's see here. I think he gets half.
I'm done on my table.
Dispatch, Jim.
There we go. There it is. Yep. Yeah, he gets half.
Okay, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is a straight up because this is a different unit.
Right.
Do I get this half over here too?
No, he would have to be right here.
Which, yeah, he had plenty of movement.
Sure.
me. And where is my dude? There is my dude.
He has decided there will be no shooting.
I'll get a shot at him in a minute.
You will indeed. You will indeed.
As I come in, you get a shot.
Yep.
You've done Achilles.
Colonel, I don't know if you heard me, but you can move.
Sorry, I had
next to your
myself-
phone as a table.
I had myself muted. Yes, I am done.
Jim, lots of people running off.
Okay. I'll get to them in just a moment.
I'll just basically line them up off table.
What order? You have to put them in the correct order, though. Is this top to bottom?
Yes, that was first.
Okay.
Doubting me?
No. I wanted to know.
For shame, sir.
You know what? They move 5. Here would be 2 inches. Man.
Dispatch, Jim.
Thank you.
Dispatch, sir.
Message for you, sir.
Got it.
And Jim, what are the advantages or disadvantages of having a leader attached?
If you take a look at your melee, you will discern that this is where it all comes out. You get his modifier. If you lose, you can get him killed. If you lose at it's a morale check.
Then he will attach over here.
Okay.
I shall attempt to move the sixes again.
Yes. He'll go that time. Half. He gets a half move.
Yep. The 12s.
Mm-hmm. That's also a go. Half.
I take it because they were not on the road.
No, it's because whenever you're out of morale, the best you can get is a half. Whenever you're out of command range, the best you can get is a half.
Fair enough.
Speaking of which,
Mm-hmm.
am I not supposed to have another general?
Let me have a look at your OOB.
I thought I had a second division commander.
You do, but you don't necessarily. You have second division. You may not have another commander.
Yeah, sometimes lower commanders just don't
Yeah,
get
you don't. You do not. It's. Oh wait,
Okay.
no. Yeah, you should have both Lan and Duhame. You should have Duhame.
I only have Lon.
Probably hiding under the box.
Why is Duhame hiding? Huh. Very strange. All right, where does Duhame start? There he is, right there.
I shall return.
Or as my friends in Britain always say, much to my distraction, Duhesme.
So I finished up on Dalinor's board, but I have some shooting on Rob's
you've got shared shooting either way, don't you? You have any?
Yeah,
you got any on Dalinor's board? No.
No.
Not even this guy.
No, it's not. No, it was a 9.
Okay. I don't know. I was asking. Yes, you most certainly do have some shooting. Where do you want to start?
I'll start down here.
You'll start in the town. You're obviously facing out that way. Those guys are conscripts. That's not going to help them much. They get 1 die because that's all they get out the front. Conscripts hit on an 8 anything. They're in column, aren't they? So it's a 7.
So it's 7.
1 for 7, yeah. No.
Nope.
Next
guys in line are seasoned, which is a bit better. They need 6s at this point because they're also shooting in a column.
Yep.
I am all done, Achilles.
Just by 1.
All right. Another 6.
These guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you
Found
go.
that time.
Robert, you around yet?
Yep.
All right, these guys, they owe a check. They are seasoned. That should.
I'll do it.
That's good enough. All right, and.
Gun will shoot here.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, well.
Should be 2, I think.
2 dice off of a veteran gun at a 2 dice veteran gun at a column.
5s, I think.
Usually a 6 drops to a 5. That's accurate.
Hit him twice.
2 hits. That means you must make 2 morale checks, Robert.
And I laugh at both of them.
Oh, man. Well done. Well done, sir. Last
And
one.
this is another 6, I think.
Uh-huh. Nope.
Missed.
Up and down. A bad round of shooting for the Austrians in the rough vicinity of Turum. Getting a shot of this fight because it's a biggie. Those guys. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay. I do love the fact that some of the French have bare feet. All right, the initiative winner now fires and resolves morale checks. You got any shooting on that table, Robert?
I don't believe I can shoot.
Yeah, I don't think you can either. You get any over here? No. Okay. All right. So as that has transpired,
I think we're in the melee.
yeah, melees. Okay, Robert, it's up to you. Which ones you want?
Oh, let's go left to right.
Left to right. Okay, we got seasoned versus seasoned. That's a fair fight. I see no other modifiers. But let's take a look at what we would usually be looking at for melee. Seasoned versus seasoned. It's, by the way, 1d6, right? And you're both going to add 4s. Or 1d10. What's wrong with me? You're both going to add that. Nobody's got a leader. Handy, I see. And I think that's it.
I think we're both bold still.
Oh, yes, the morale is still bold. So 5s.
But it's a straight roll.
1d10. Yeah, 1d10 plus 5, both ways.
Jim.
Not right now.
Oh, that's not good.
Ooh. Beat him by 7.
13 to 6. A net 7. That is a substantial supremacy. The loser must take 2 morale checks.
All right, I'm seasoned. So 6s.
Should be 6s, yeah.
Ooh,
Fails
plus 1.
which means you drop to, what is your next status down?
I'm now firm.
You are firm, but that confirms no negative. So roll again. Ooh,
now
you fail again.
I am now nervous. I back 1.
All right. Roll again.
Pass that time.
All right, so you are now nervous. Nothing else happens. All right, Grim, what was your question?
I've finished moving, so should these tick down?
No, that's at the end of the turn.
Okay.
This is also... he's got plus for these guys. I
Yeah,
think.
he gets half. He gets half round up for those guys. But that is still in the open, right? That's not a Okay.
Yeah.
And are you seasoned as well?
Yes.
You are both seasoned. So we go down here to the melee chart, and we see that seasoned is 4. Robert then goes to a +6 because he gets the half, and he gets a bold, so he is a +7, whereas Chrono is a +5. So I think it's 7-5, unless somebody wants to tell me something different.
Sounds correct.
7-5.
Ooh.
17-7. 17-7.
No. Oh.
10.
10.
10, man.
No difference.
Triumphant. The loser automatically drops a status and takes 1 morale check. So you automatically drop to firm and take your check. Fail it.
I am now nervous.
You're now nervous.
I pass again on this next one.
Let me get you here. Go.
Do I bump these guys or?
I believe you pass through them. You're gonna have. It's
well,
a 45 degree out your back. Let me take a quick check. Retreats. Leader rally. Melee results. That's what I wanted. As usual, yes. If the defender, by the way, is forced to retreat as a result of melee, the attacker may take the position and advance his unit where the defender's unit once stood. That is important in cases of terrain. I don't think it matters too much given what's going on the field right now, but there it is. Come on, I know there are good retreating rules. I know there are. That's urban areas. I don't want that. I want just good old-fashioned retreat. Oh, retreats. There it is. Duh. Yeah, you do pass through him, but you force him to take a morale check.
Oh, this guy?
How are you going to get there?
It would be all 3 of them going back.
Yeah, I think it is. Yep.
Start at the front.
Yep, first in the front. Fail.
Yep. You don't firm.
I believe they only take 1. They take 1.
Okay. Next guy back. Passes.
Okay.
And last guy is also now firm.
Okay.
My dice seems to be bugged. Hold on. There it goes.
You good? Okay.
So this group right here would be an inch forward, correct?
Correct. No, it's only this guy. The other guy doesn't come with.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm already in getting shot range, so I might as well take it. And these guys...
Actually, you're not. You're out of gunfire range. It's only an inch.
Oh. If these guys take ground, will they not?
They will not. They will come up just a little short.
Okay. If you say so. I believe you.
See?
Well, if they were in base contact and they dropped an inch, And
Yeah, but you do not. If they're forced to retreat, you do not continue the combat. They have lost.
okay, no problem.
All right, here. This one may. Ooh, these are vets. But you have not attached a leader to these guys. Okay.
Correct.
These are vets and those are seasoned. Let's count Roberts first. Vets, they get a nice plus. Six. Anything else? And they are bold, so 7. That will be 7. Whereas you are seasoned, which is a 4. You are bold, which is a 5, and you're not in a fortress.
I'm in rough ground.
You are in rough ground, so it's a +2.
So 7 to 7.
7 to 7.
9.
16 to
Beat 'em by
14,
2.
a net 2. A net 2 says narrow margin. Loser takes a single MC.
I get a Garrison City with a +3.
There you go.
Doesn't matter.
Nope. So you are now firm.
And pushed them out.
You are now nervous.
He doesn't have to keep rolling because he only takes 1.
No. The guys that he passes through only take 1. He keeps rolling till he fails, or till he succeeds.
I thought that was the result though of that belay. It just said takes 1 morale check.
Right, and you
Yes.
keep taking that check until you pass it.
Is that disrupted?
Yeah, he is now disrupted. And then he passes.
And he passed.
So he has to move 1 inch and then half a column move away. Should be 3. Or should it be 3, yeah?
Oop.
Leave it there. Yep. And now you are disrupted. Oh boy. Conscript versus veteran. Owie. And throwing in Desais +2. I guess we'll see. So veteran 6 +3 is 9, and they are bold. That's a 10. It is a 10. You, Chrono, on the other hand, are conscript, which is 10, and you're throwing in Desais, which is a 12. Good lord. Whereas the conscripts at a 2, they are also in rough ground, which is a 4, and they are bold, which is a 5. 12 to 5. $19 to 12, net 7. Substantial supremacy. Loser takes 2 morale checks. Conscripts get a bonus, do they not, for being in garrison, even?
Yeah, it's +3.
2 plus, yeah, so you your conscripts need what? 7? Yeah.
Pass them both.
Pass both. Yep. So that means the melee continues. Because nobody has been forced out. So let's see it again. Same odds.
Oof.
Ooh,
Still beat him.
14 to 8, correct?
Yep.
Net 6. Same thing. 2 MCs.
Pass them both.
Pass them both. One more time, please.
Okay, yeah.
21 to 12. That is a 9.
14.
What?
14.
What did he roll?
7.
He rolled a 9 plus 12. 21.
I rolled a 9.
No.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, did I get him backwards? Oh.
You did.
Yeah.
17 to 14. Net 3 scant. A scanty 3. Narrow margin. Loser takes 1 MC.
Passed with a 4.
Passed on a 4, so that sticks. Look at that.
This fight continue then, or do they
The
are they
fight
repulsed, or we keep?
No, the fight continues next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, those units are locked in melee. That was fun.
All right. That's it.
Yeah, the veterans bug out.
Yeah,
the conscript.
the
What do you like in here?
You ain't getting into
The
turn.
conscript.
You ain't doing it.
The conscripts. We're fighting for the wine.
Tell you what, they did well. They did very, very well for themselves.
They're too dumb to run.
All right.
What does Disrupted do?
Disrupted has a couple of nasty effects. The biggest one is actually on its firing. It's a -3.
How do I undisrupt? I have to rally, basically,
Rally,
right?
yeah, which means you got to get 12 inches. Well, first of all, you got to order it, and secondly, they got to get 12 inches away from the enemy, and then they got to pass a morale check to go up 1 level. Yeah, those guys are in a bit of a spot, no doubt about it. All right, so anything else? Anything else? Because then I can just decrement this.
I think that's it. All boards. So.
All boards done. All right, let me go to my chart. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Cool. I got to do 3 things. He said, dashing around. Yes. Message out to Grim.
Message.
Message to Dalinor. Robert, help me out. Who are you?
I am Victor.
Victor, thank you. I don't know why that suddenly blanked on me, but it did.
Excuse me.
Those are good. And finally, OJ. Let's talk. What do you think?
Sure.
Message Jim.
Look, man. Dude.
Hello.
Dude. This is doing nobody any good, you know.
What? The Corsican has abandoned you. He's gone to the Rhine.
Do you have any idea? You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing things. I am hearing.
Yes, you are hearing things. That's right.
No, I am hearing things that you have a problem.
We have a problem.
Your side has a problem.
Uh-huh. Sure. How are you hearing things? You're bottled up inside Genoa.
I get messages. All the time.
Uh-huh.
And
sure
those
you do.
and those messages are telling me crystal clear that you know what I heard? You know what I heard? I heard that we already control Milan. I think we control Milan.
There you go, thinking. How about we offer you the crown of North America?
You're once again going to offer me crowns you can't get?
Sure we can.
You are offering me a crown that you cannot get. Look, man. Do you understand how much we're wasting our time? Do you?
Sure. Sure. Go take that week-long vacation in Nice. The French women would love you.
Yeah, okay. Okay, look. How about this?
Of course, that week would turn into 2 weeks because those lovely ladies would wear you out.
How about this? How about this? As an act of good faith, you send, because I want to help your side. I want to show that I'm helpful. Send half your guys away.
Send half my guys away, huh?
Yeah, that would be an act of good faith on your part.
Nah, they kind of like where they're at right now.
You're sure about this?
How about sending half your guys away?
You do understand that your guys. Do you understand right now how angry I think Mellis is with you?
No.
I think personally, I think he's furious.
His messages are quite the opposite.
Really? Did you get a single message? Have you gotten a single message from him? Have you? Tell the truth.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Tell the truth.
Huh? Not only did I get some great messages from him, but he sent along some great wine from the north of France.
All right. I
Captured
don't
from your buddies.
I want you to write down that I was utterly reasonable. I was utterly reasonable, and you were not. That's it. I'm writing that down.
Okay, so I'm writing down that we made great offers to Messina, and he just turned them all into jokes.
I'm going back now. I'm leaving. Good day to you, sir.
As his men starved and died of disease.
We are not. We are having a great time. Do you know how much food is in here? Do you have any idea how much food is in here?
That's why every day people are sneaking out of your lines and surrendering to us.
I'll see you the next time.
Ciao.
I'm not even half kidding. These Austrians are nuts. They're just nuts.
I told you that.
Good. Jeez, cheapers creepers. All right, very good. Dalinor and Chrono, do it.
Well, you could always surrender, General Messina.
Your dice literally rock.
I've made some great offers to him, and he just snubs them all.
All right, so that's Dalinor. And how about we have Robert and Chrono do it?
I'm a 5.
A 5. Oh, big win for the Austrians on that one. And how about a roll between Achilles and our guy Grim? Man, Grim, you've been taking it in the shorts on that whole initiative thing. I'll say that.
Well, considering I snatched the initiative early.
You did, but as of late. All right, Achilles, hit it.
It's the fact we're long drawn out and brood column.
You are.
I have a question about the nature of what you're allowed to do under the orders.
Mm-hmm.
My orders don't say anything about what I'm allowed to do if there's somebody between me and where I'm supposed to be going.
I interpret it exactly as our friend David Ensign does in ESR. If they are between you and your objective, you may smack them.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I love getting permission.
You can go, because that is the rule there, and then.
All right.
Just in case you didn't get it, Jim, I sent a dispatch.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Yeah, same here.
Got it.
Okay.
I finished my movement on this board, so I think we have to do some shooting.
That's fun. Who's got some? Which board are we talking about here?
The Turin board.
Ah, the one where you're fighting with Robert. Got it. Robert, you
We
get
used
to
to shoot
shoot.
him,
You
yeah.
get to shoot first.
I get to shoot first.
I believe so. Take a look at the turn order. Initiative player moves and charges. Non-initiative player fires. That would be you.
Okay, these guys can't fire because they're in melee. If I fire, I can't charge. Correct?
Sure you can. When your time comes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then these guys will shoot the guys right in front of them.
Yeah, it would seem to me they'd want to.
I think we get 6.
Them be veterans. 1 die. 1 die.
Other season.
Oh, so therefore?
I think we get 6.
Are you in a column?
I am.
That would be a 5 then.
No, their base is a 7.
If they're
Oh,
seasoned.
doesn't matter either way.
Doesn't matter. They got
Yeah.
you. So that's a morale test for you, sir.
Passed.
Yes, passed indeed.
Oh, he also has this one up here if he wants it.
Yep.
Can't imagine he wouldn't. Same roll. Yep.
Same result.
They're nervous.
Ooh.
Is that enough?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
No,
that's
not nervous.
That's gonna drop. That's gonna drop them. They're now disrupted, but keep going.
Passed.
All right, because they are disrupted, they move 1/2 column move back.
It is done.
Let me mark them.
And I'm done, Grim.
All right. Did you have anybody else to shoot, Robert?
I don't believe I do.
Okay, because
So I get to shoot back.
those guys are. Let's see, because there's this chart, as is the rules, are actually wrong. I've talked to Russ directly about this. He intends everybody to be able to shoot twice. Initiative
Yes.
winner fires and resolves melee attack. He did this wrong. So yeah, that would be you, Chrono. Your turn.
Yep.
Yes,
I
Robert.
forgot I got the guys in town.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think they're in range though.
It's
think they're-
not from the it's from the actual guy. It's not from the
Oh,
character.
yeah,
You're wildly out.
All done, Achilles?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now
So
you're-
I have these conscripts here.
All right. What's their usual?
Let's see. Their usual as conscripts is 8, but they are in a column, and I think that counts as flanking fire.
7. I'm not sure. What do you got to get? It certainly would be a melee flank if you were to charge from that position, but that's not what this is.
Yeah. No.
Let's have a look, since this is our first time seeing that. Firing. Firing it closest. I can't believe that. I just try to imagine when that's complex. It's like, but anyway. Charges. Chargers. Here we are. Why, yes, that is a flank shot. So 8, 7, and it drops it again to what? 2. To
5.
5, yeah.
My dice rollers are being very weird today.
It's because of the terrain. What you got?
Okay. No, that was my last roll. It hadn't
Okay.
printed yet.
Okay.
Just in all fairness. So down that time.
Yep. And check, please.
They scoff it.
They do.
Artillery is going to shoot dead ahead.
We've said that's 2, did we not?
Yes.
2 from a veteran into a column. 2 from a veteran into a column.
5s, I believe.
6 down to a 5. Yeah, 2 of them.
Both
Neither.
missed. Ooh. This infantry here shooting.
Now they're
Thinking.
They're firm, which shouldn't affect their shooting.
Yeah, so their scar is 7. And it drops to a 5. No, a 6, sorry, from the
column. Yeah.
Yep. No.
Oh, dear me.
My dice are horrible tonight.
Yeah, you've been struggling, no doubt. All right.
I think that's all my shooting. So now it's over to Rob to move.
Yeah,
Mine.
And on our board, you have defensive fire. Do you have any? If not, I got 1 firing to do.
I appear to be out of range, so I think it's over to you.
Well, actually, remember, we have a melee combat to resolve on your board, Chrono.
Oh, that's right. We have to do this melee. I believe I'm still +5, so
I don't see why.
he's still +12.
Yeah, 12 and 7.
He's still +12.
I don't think anything has changed. Yeah, 12 and 7.
Yeah.
15.
Tie.
13.
Ah.
13.
So I thought
No.
Yeah, it's a tie, no?
Am I 7?
Yeah, you're
Take
7.
one.
I thought you were
13 and 13. Oh, yeah. That's right. I am +5, so it's 13, yeah.
Oh, so yeah, so it's a tie, correct?
No, he'll have 15.
Right.
Oh, 15 to 13, so it's a +2. +2, narrow margin, loser takes 1.
Made it.
Yep. Second. Do it again.
One of these days I'm going to win. Yeah, not this time, even though it's a 10.
22 to 16, net 6. 22 to 16, net 6. That's a substantial supremacy. Loser takes 2.
Failed 1. I'm firm now.
Yep. Fail 2.
Oh, failed 2.
Nervous. Fail 3. Fail 4.
Fail 4.
You're out. Pretty sure that's it.
Nope.
Yeah. So that just goes. What that does is it moves us. Yeah, you went to firm. Yep, 3, 4, 5. That's it. They're gone. And Robert 1 may advance. This guy sure put up with a lot. No doubt about it.
So we're on movie phase?
Once we have resolved a melee, we have, let's just double check. I want to go to my turn sheet. Melee combat has happened. Yes, we return to the initiative winner moves and charges. Except now it's
non-initiative.
The non-initiative. Yeah. In you go.
All
right,
then
so you
you
said
have
there was defensive fire here, you said?
offensive.
Offensive.
Okay. That should be 2. Ooh, that's a 12. That's a heavy gun.
Yeah.
And it's elite. Ooh. Heavy gun at what range again, Ron? Is that 6 or
5.4?
So that's 3 dice. Elite 5.
And
it's a
square.
column. Is there a square? Oh god.
Yep.
2. So that drops them to a 3. 3 dice for 3s. Two morale checks.
Wild 1.
All right. So who are we shooting at? Those guys?
That guy.
They are now firm. Continue.
And pass.
They remain firm.
I think all the shooting, right?
Yep, now it's your move.
Okay. I will do so.
A wheel is considered a facing change.
No, wheeling is
No,
wheeling. It's just
Wheeling is
pay the distance. And it's half an inch, basically. Every click is about a half inch when you're in assault column.
That'd be 5 inches. 4.5 inches.
God, I have no idea what you all are talking about, but it's a pleasure to see you out here in the chat. McGuire, what is with you and Moist? Oh, it was Matt Rowe's fault. Very good. I figured. Forming up. What's going on over here?
I don't know. Can unlimbered guns move?
I moved it 2 inches. Basically means he limbered, moved 2 inches, and unlimbered again.
Roger, gotcha.
Jim, I've put things that have gone off in their order again.
Ah, excellent. Thank you.
I am all done on this table.
This gigantic column. Ah!
Plus, there's only one road.
In the Kriegspiel in which you are playing, my friend, you know very well the consequence of there being only one road.
Yep.
I want you all to say a quiet prayer for David Pumphouse's Wellington.
Good Lord.
The only thing that keeps running through my head is that scene in Patton, where the guys can't agree who goes first. And I will admit, Achilles, I see you in my mind doing this. Like, what is wrong with you all?
And here's me just being who I am playing.
No,
I think you get your defensive fire here now.
You're actually doing it?
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's going to be.
Let's wait till Jim's ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm ready. Thank you very much.
3 for 4 this time.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So I'm no longer.
Because he's no
I'm no longer.
square.
Oh, it's 3 for 5. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. It's 3 for 5 because you don't even get the column bonus. You don't even get the...
Right.
Yay.
One. Immoral check.
Ugh.
Ugh.
We passed the second one, so I think
But
he
that
goes
should-
back an inch.
Yep. There's nervous.
They don't
correct?
like that. Yeah.
They oddly enough didn't like getting cannon shot.
We're going to try and counter battery those guys. Actually, well, they're elite, so they're likely to pass their morale check.
Who's nearest? Remember?
Oh, yes. I think
Seems
it's
like it would be.
probably-
Yeah, it's the gun.
Yeah, it would be the one. It would be the gun. So we got to. I only have one, though, at that range, so we'll see.
They're vets. Your boys are vets.
Yeah.
Any
Yep,
modifiers
but they are
for-
unlimited
any
artillery, so it's a
modifiers
-1. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. So
it's
would have been a
7.
6. Now it's a 7.
Oh, come on. Nice golf on my way sometime tonight.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. You're due. You're due.
All right, that's all my fire on that board and all my movement. So I think this board's done with.
Okay.
Yep.
Over here, looks like you're gonna get some defensive fire, Chrono.
Yeah. They're not in range. These guys are definitely get flanking fire on these guys.
I'm feeling pretty comfortable that is a flanking shot. I feel comfortable. Season
it's
starts at a
column.
7.
Season start, 7. Flanking fire 2 is 5. Column is 4.
Very, very good.
Hit him.
Yes. Single check.
Your key.
Finally.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. You are now firm.
No, that don't stop him.
No,
They
it
don't stop him yet.
doesn't stop him yet. Sure doesn't.
I continue, correct?
Yes, you do.
Yep. They
Pass.
keep coming.
Still
And
coming in.
then these guys get a shot,
But
even though they're disrupted.
But they're disrupted, so that's going to be a -3. So what are they, a 9?
Yeah, it's going to be a 9 net.
Yeah. No.
Just missed.
Very close, but no.
And these are getting 3 dice.
Ow!
Uh,
Put right in the puss. 3 dice right in the puss.
yeah. 3 dice at a column, though they need 5s because they're vets.
Yeah.
One hit.
1 check. That's a fail.
1.
That's
2.
another fail.
That
That'll
bounces
cost him.
him.
That cost him the fight, but keep going.
Oh,
Fail. That's 3. 4.
4.
They're panicking.
You gotta love this. This is what happens.
Oh,
They're
they're gone.
5 gone.
So they go back through these guys at some point, right?
No, they just they did they do those results?
Did we apply? Do you apply the result? Every result before you continue? Yes, you results implement immediately before continuing to roll.
Yep. So they would have bold. They gone from firm. Nothing happens. They go back 1. Then they go back a half.
Go back to here. It's 3.
And then they go back full, and before they die.
So they pass through these guys on the way.
Right, so these guys are dead, and they pass.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're back.
Now I pass.
Now you know how I feel.
Yeah, I was gonna say you really don't have much ground to talk.
They get a shot here at I think a 6 because they're seasoned and they have a +1 for the column.
There, yeah, because I don't think firm does any bad things. So yeah,
Hits on a 6.
just on a 6, just enough. Uh-oh.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
here's where it goes sideways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
uh-oh.
look for it.
Uh-oh.
That bounces them. No, that's back 1.
Keep
That's
going.
back half.
There it is. So it's back 2 things. It's back 1 inch plus a half.
Plus 4 inches total. And
Yeah, and it'll obviously cost the artillery a check. That drops them to...
Artillery's.
Yeah.
they are now nervous.
Nervous.
No, disrupted. They
Yeah, I
went
was
back
going
to
to say
half
they were.
column.
Yeah, I was going to say they were disrupted.
That French attack on my right was going great until it wasn't going great until.
Yeah, no, it'll on a dime this sucker will turn on you. There's no doubt of that.
Well, this fight is not going. This fight here. Oh, did I bounce these guys? I can't remember. I
No,
don't
you
think
did
I
not bounce. No. They took a firm, but they're still very much in the fray, and those guys are
Yeah,
not supporting them. The gun is, but
Yeah.
they're not.
Oh, get the gun. Okay, cool.
Victor's corps was urgently recalled to Paris.
Yeah, there's a little of that. All right, so that's everything. Let's do the melee then. These are seasoned versus seasoned. What are those
They also
guns? They're
disrupt.
vets, right?
Yes.
Oh, but they're
That's
just
+3.
So let's start with our guy Victor. So they're seasoned, which means that's a +4. No other effects. They're not bold anymore. So that's just a +3.
Plus four.
Yeah, plus 4 all day. Plus 4 all day for Robert. And what do you got, Chrono? You've got...
I'm seasoned. Plus I have the gun.
Yeah, seasoned is a 4. The veteran, that means it's a 7.
But disrupted.
You're disrupted, which drops you back to a 4.
Yeah, the gun washes the minus, which is not
4 to 4.
8.
Oh,
By 1.
12 to 11, a net 1. Narrow margin. Loser takes a morale. Fail.
Back an inch.
Yep. Keep going. Pass.
But then he rallies. Yep.
But that drops you too nervous. Yeah, an attack that had been going very, very well suddenly is not.
I needed that.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you did. Especially with Turum falling and, all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, anything there? No? Okay, good. All these things have happened. Good. All right, let me do this demarcation. Oh, that's exciting. That's very exciting to me. All right, I have to do several things now. Give me a moment as we do our last round of turns for the night. I do love running a live Kriegspiel.
And message sent.
You got more, you got more, you got more. Oh, dear.
And
It sucks. I can't. Because I'm being honest, and I'm not looking at the table, and it's like I'm hearing things, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't sound good. I can't see what it is, but it doesn't sound good.
Welcome to my world.
Dispatch from me as well.
All right.
OJ's
Especially for
Sitting
OJ.
here around Genoa making s'mores. We're good.
Message.
Making more s'mores.
Message Dalinor. Message Chronologist.
Ooh.
It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas.
Speaking of Christmas, Gillies, did you get your puppies back out of jail?
Yes, they're laying on the floor at my feet at the moment. Excited to be home.
I bet. I do very well bet.
Columbus
being on-
marching orders.
It's like being on Oprah. You get a message. You get a message. You get.
All the kids that don't get messages feel sad.
Yeah,
That's right. It's like going to mail call and there's no mail for you.
Oh man, that's hard. That is hard.
It is.
I just saw a thing about mail call and how it's pretty much gone away.
Yeah, because everything's email now.
Yeah, email
Email
and direct
text
messaging and
Yeah,
all those other apps.
don't have to worry about all that stuff. Remember how they used to
Of
tell
course, you don't get
could write-
cookies and other fun things from home either.
Oh, that's true.
Dispatch
Because,
sent.
you can't get your
Fairfax
Christmas fruitcake through the email.
Yeah, remember how they used to tell you though? You could write. I mean, if you're in theater or something, you can write a letter on anything. Doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
You know?
I remember hearing
And
that. Even a
yeah.
layperson like me heard that.
Yep. I used to send out the MRE postcards all the time.
All right. Well, no choice about.
I guess Grim can. How are we going to do this?
Yeah, that's a goodie.
Yes, Grim's going to have to switch teams. Yes, Grim's going to have to switch.
Yeah, he's going to have to switch between.
We've done that
teams.
before.
Yeah, we have. Besides, especially since this is such a minor deal right now, because I'm confident that guy is out of command. Oh yeah. So he's going to be good and stuck there. So what team are you on, Robert and Chrono?
We are in diamonds.
Diamonds? All right, Grim, join
Yeah.
Diamonds.
Oh, everything went away on my map.
Yep. He'll have to put it back for you, but I want him to see this.
Hey, not quite where I was intending to march, but hey ho.
Yay! Yay!
These damn Italian maps.
These damn Italian maps. Where are the plowed fields? Damn it!
Damn you!
But the French are not going to enjoy what's going to happen.
Well,
Apparently, we are incapable of knowing north, south, east, and west.
actually, if you read the account of this campaign, they absolutely were. Once they were out of the passes helped them because they're directional.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it?
So's the sun.
Yeah,
All you have to do is know which way the sun comes
You say
up.
that. You say that as if you know what you're talking about. Menier went backwards.
I can't help Menier, but I know which direction the sun comes up.
He actually marched backwards during this campaign.
There are mountains everywhere, so it's you can't even orient on the mountains. You can't.
Yeah, I mean So that happens. We'll figure it out over there because that guy's separate. So Grim, go back to your team with Achilles so that he can see things.
Yay!
Yay.
All right, you got it back. And here we go. So let's start with Chrono and Dalinar. Go.
Ooh.
Oh, I won for one.
You knew,
Wow.
you knew that was happening. All right, Chrono and Robert, real quick. See which order we got to do this in.
I guess it's going to be a different order, but yeah.
Okay, well, it's okay. It's now it looks like it's going to work out for you, Chrono.
Yep. I'm not going to be at 12 probably. So
Yeah,
no, I
you're not.
definitely don't be at 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
okay.
And now Achilles and Grim.
Actually, should change because it's got an order shift from CNC.
Mm-hmm.
Not what I'm looking for.
Okay, can I go ahead and start moving?
Yes, you won. Go for it.
Okay.
And another dispatch. So. It's a tree initiative winner moves and charges.
Who is Marat?
Over here.
It belongs to Napoleon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, who are you talking to? I should have let you do it.
And Morale would have been like, why is he sending it to me?
Sending me messages?
I don't. bothered.
I'm Nappy.
Who are you sending those to? Napoleon?
Yeah.
Sending them to the consul.
Sending them to the council. Well put, well put, well put.
Squares up, correct?
What's that? You have done the right thing. Yep. Mm-hmm.
There again. There. And if I put these guys like at the river edge, are they supporting the guys in town?
You cannot.
I cannot support a garrison?
Nope.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm down that table, and then I am out of range at this point. So.
Well, I
for my
could fire
gun.
first, though, right?
Yeah, you get to fire before I shoot. So I think you had to shoot my gun actually, because he's closer.
Closer.
Oh no, the gun. They are. Oh, those guys are closer actually. So yeah.
The horses are closer. Are we at fire here?
Yes.
Yes.
That's that big gun. What'd you get at 9 inches? Well, check it because I think that's the cut.
2. I think that's 2.
It's 8.8.
Yeah, that's the thing.
2.
Yeah, so that's 3.
No, it's 2.
Nope, up to.
Remember?
Oh, that's right. That's up to. Yeah, God, that drives me nuts. Yeah, it's 2. But that is a column, and they're elite. 2 for 4.
So 4.
Whoa.
Nope.
Miss.
I have no return fire, so you can begin moving.
I did forget how much I like this system.
Moves pretty quick when he.
Well, it is what it is. You know, I love
Yep.
systems that understand what they are. Those guys
Only go 3.
apparently those guys don't want to be near you anymore. They don't like you.
Jeez, wow, it's mean.
On the other hand, these guys have come to talk to Vukasovich's Grenzers. Jeez Louise. Ah!
Yeah. That's okay. I didn't expect them to last that long anyway.
They're Grenzers.
No, here they come.
What do you think you're going to get?
Here they come. Oh, they're pushing up Gibran.
You could not have seen them. Remember, you cannot
Yeah.
attack what you can't see.
Yeah, he was here. These guys were here. So
You guys are like right in here.
Yeah, nope.
You guys are
Yeah.
blocking all sight. They can move through
Well,
them, but you can't make
You can
contact.
move through, but you can't melee them. That's it.
Well, okay, if you say I can't see him, I can't see him.
Oh, I'm done. By the way, Grim.
Alrighty.
So I have to stop.
In the no touching me zone. Actually, you got to stop 1 inch out.
Yeah, 1 inch away. You just out of musketry range, basically.
Give me an inch from each of those guys.
This conga
Okay.
line.
That's an inch there, but I think the other one's gonna give you a bit more. So, because he's like right there.
Okay, they're actually kind of doing what I wanted them to do.
Absorb bullets.
Block these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Is there?
Yep. Yeah, like I said, absorb bullets.
Yeah, absorb bullets for those poor bastards that are running away.
If the artillery moves to here, is it a clean line straight between the units?
Is there space enough in there?
They should be like that, shouldn't they?
Yeah, it's too big. It's the bases are bigger than that.
Well, when he doesn't have to move into the hole. I'm just asking if he moves up, is this a clean shot down the alley?
I think it is. Take a look. I think it is, but let me peek.
It should be mass. It should be in column. Cavalry can't be in line like that.
I thought it could.
Wait. Oh, they can. Never mind. I'm a liar. I'm a liar.
Hey, I thought they could. I thought they have a movement for line.
Don't tell lies.
They do. I'm a liar.
Don't tell lies.
I'm telling lies. I apologize.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to.
Okay, we're on defensive fire for you, Chrono, if you have any.
Okay. I should have a cannon shot. I think right here. My closest target.
45 degrees off.
Yeah.
Yep, good enough.
Should just be one
One die.
for I think 6 or 5. Let me see. Either that. No, it's 5. 1 for 5.
1 for 5.
Hit.
Got him. Check for a vet. Yes.
Pass.
And I got defensive fire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all done. Achilles.
Nice.
I have a question on our board when you have a chance to.
I'm looking.
Under his orders,
Mm-hmm.
does he have to move away from me?
To the best of his ability, yes, he does.
Okay, so these units
They have to
can't
go.
be within.
Yeah,
6
they have.
inches.
These guys must move, Grim.
All right.
And remember, if are they intended to be in line? Is that correct?
They're in line, yeah.
All right. Far enough. Oh,
So I need 2s for 4s for against your horses, right?
Is it 2?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
2 for 4s.
What was last time?
Got them both.
But it's beyond 6 inches. Well, it's beyond 6
Yeah.
inches, so you only take 1 MC.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Oh, okay.
Where's that?
Oh, it's right,
I'm
yeah.
not disagreeing. I'm just wondering.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There
It's
it
on
is.
the chart.
Good note.
You get 2 bites of the apple. Basically gives you 2 bites of the apple. Okay.
Yeah, so 1 MC.
Uh,
Thank you for that run.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pass.
And passed.
Big pass.
And Jim, when can I look to change these?
That's at the start of every turn.
All right.
Start of every turn
I
is,
think that's-
is order phase, but again, that comes from Melis himself. So,
He is a malice.
well, true,
He is Millis.
true. Yeah, no, that's.
I was
fine.
going to say,
That's right.
But
okay.
but the Austrian commander can go down 1, right?
Right, but
He doesn't
I
need
doubt he
CIC
wants to go
for that.
down from that. I suspect he wants to shift up a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see. I think I'm under. We're onto my shoot. We're onto my defensive fire here.
Over
I
on
believe.
Yeah, this
Robert's
table's done, I
We're
believe.
done. Okay,
Down.
we're
Yep.
here with Robert doing some defensives.
So I guess I'll start with the conscripts.
Good luck, guys. Good luck. I'm wishing them well. I am.
So am I. So am I. They need a 7.
They need a 7. Big 7. Big 7.
Big 7. Big 7. Come on. Get
Yes,
a 10. There you
they
go.
got it.
Yeah.
That's a check. That's a check for our vets.
Uh-oh. They are now firm.
Firm.
Oh, come on.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
They bounced.
The fight is already over. Yep. There they go.
And they pass.
But the fight ends.
These guys,
And
they got to check, though. Right? Because he's going to
Yep.
bounce into him.
Veteran. They are nervous.
Uh-oh.
And they are firm. Oh, they go from nervous to what?
These guys disrupted, I believe.
Nervous to disrupted? Yes, disrupted.
Yes.
Half column, move away. Nope. Grab the wrong guys.
I'll put him back. I just.
Trying to make space.
Thank you. And these guys fall back an inch, correct?
Ooh, yes. They're nervous. They got made nervous by conscripts? Shame. Shame.
I think these guys still got. These guys got to keep checking.
No, they
They
passed.
may not have
they
known.
passed. They passed. They passed.
No, they didn't.
He rolled an 8.
They rolled a 1. He rolled a 1.
He did, and then he rolled an 8.
Oh, that's right. But you only pass. You only
They
do one
only
check.
check one.
Yeah, you only roll one check.
You only check once anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
Apologies. And then these guys are going to shoot here.
No
I don't
flank.
think it's a flank shot.
Nope.
No flank.
It's all, I thought firing range was an inch.
It is. How far?
It should be an inch.
They're inside an inch. Go ahead.
Did you mean to be back an inch?
Yeah, they.
You mean to be able?
they
Did
they're
you intend to
supposed to-
be out?
that's what I was asking for.
Okay, sorry. But push them back 0.1. I'm not going to ding you for it.
There we go.
I'll shoot you with my guns instead.
Yeah,
What's the range there?
You
2?
can't, because you have to declare it before the firing phase starts. So the fact that wait, did these guys get shoved back, or they've been sitting there?
They've been sitting there.
Ah, very good, very good. So proceed then.
I was going to shoot them with everybody, but he intended to be more than an inch away from musketry range here. So
Got it.
I was letting him make an adjustment. 'Cause I'm not going to ding him for it.
That was my confusion.
Yep. And they
Yeah.
it's 2 inches, I think.
Yep.
That's going to be 3.
those were the guys that couldn't make it for the attack because they couldn't see.
Okay. So it's going to be 3 at 5, I think.
Mm-hmm.
2 hits.
2 hits. Yep. 2 morale checks for veterans.
Ooh.
Failed them both.
Okay, so that's 2 failures. So it already drops them 2 levels. Keep going. 3
3.
failures. Now you still have
That's
to. You owe the other one. You failed twice. You owe the other one still. So you're at 3 failures. Keep going.
Okay. Well, I thought. Okay.
I'll pass.
Will it? With 3?
A 6 on a vet for vets. Yes.
Check 3. 3 is nervous. Back 1 facing enemy. Not enough. Okay, got it. No, 3 is more than that. 3 is disrupted.
Right, but it doesn't
3
impact
is
their.
disrupted.
But they're vets, so you only need a 5. So the 6 passes.
5 and morale effects. Yeah. So again,
They are disrupted.
it is half plus 1 back facing enemy.
The 4 back from that point.
So that's going to bump the RD again.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
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 So he's disrupted. Check the arty.
Guys, I have to go. I have an emergency.
Take care, man.
Oh, I hope it's nothing serious.
See you, Mike.
Bye.
They,
And they dropped.
They failed.
Yeah, they dropped a firm.
No, yeah, that's just disruption moving through, so nothing does not continue.
Right.
And then this guy takes a shot, needing seasoned 7 + 1, 6.
Mm-hmm.
On the screws.
All right, seasoned, and you're attaching Perrin?
You know,
All right, so that will be a +1. Pass.
He passes.
All right.
That's all my defensive fire, so I think now we're into melee. Unless he has fire, he
Yeah.
may have fire, actually.
Do you have you got some shooting there, Robert?
I think this guy could theoretically shoot because he's not supporting that combat anymore.
Correct. Actually, he can shoot.
Oh, that's right. He can shoot too.
Mm-hmm.
So both these guys could shoot here.
Yeah.
I think your gun could also shoot. So
So who do you want to start with?
start with the leftmost.
That is a veteran at a column. Veteran is a 6+ column 5. 1 die for 5. Got him. Checking. On a conscript.
oh, just short.
Fail 1.
I pass.
Pass. Look at that. Firm.
And this guy gets a shot, right?
Does nervous affect fire?
No, I think it's disrupted only.
Okay. He is a veteran.
Yeah, it's just
also.
disrupted.
Miss.
Missed anyway.
They're too
Yeah.
nervous. They missed.
The gun.
The gun will fire.
I think they're pretty equidistant.
I'd say it's pretty even. Whichever you want.
Yeah.
I'll take the disrupted
Infantry.
infantry here.
6
You get a
pound
two
gun at
for
6 pound gun at up to 6. Yeah, 2d6, and it's a veteran, so that's a 6 at a column of 5. 2 for 5. 1.
One hit.
Let me see. Morale. That does not impact them, though they are seasoned, I believe, right?
Season, correct.
Pass on a 7.
Pass, yeah.
And no shooting here, and no shooting here. So.
Okay, melee.
Now we have fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs, seasoned to seasoned firm. So seasoned bold to seasoned firm, plus a +1 for Paren. So let's start. Seasoned. Seasoned is a +4. They are bold, so 5. The Paren 6. I see
And I'm
6.
just a 4. So.
And you are a 4. You are a 4. 6 to 4.
7.
Ooh, to 15. 15 to 7. Net 8. Substantial supremacy. Loser takes 2.
I think double 7 does it.
On a seasoned firm. Does that do it?
Yes. Yep. Season to the 6.
Yes, it does. Continue the
Same
fight.
odds, then.
Same odds. Second round.
9.
8 to 9. Ooh. 8 to 9 minus 1. So a 1 for Chrono.
No. Yeah, it's 1 for. I won that one by 1.
Ah, 1. Okay, so Chrono, 1 check.
No.
No,
That's a right.
That's what I thought. I thought I was being corrected the other way. And he passes.
3, sir.
Yeah, no, I thought I was being, like I say, I thought I was being corrected the other way.
Communication's hard.
6 to 4.
Um,
6 to 4. And 1 more then.
9 again.
9 to 10. Another single check. Oh, failure. That will
They're
push
now
you back.
nervous. Nervous. And they pass after that.
All right, but that's going to shove them a long way back.
Yep. I got to check for. I could get into that. I could come this way.
But that's not 45 degrees. You're going to hit him for sure.
Yep. Okay.
And that's going to, yeah. Check
So I'll
him.
check for him. Everyone here is seasoned, so
Mhm.
pass.
Pass.
And no, guys in the back are not.
So that'll drop them to nervous. No, they stop.
Wait, don't. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Ugh.
But they do shove back behind. And no,
yeah, I'm assuming I can't.
It does.
Yeah, I assume it doesn't cascade.
No, it does not. It does not
like
cascade. I have that from the author. So
yeah, like otherwise, yeah. I mean, it does cascade in the way, but not like that. It's not meant to cascade like that. It's not. There are different ways of cascading in this game.
The bloody fight for Turing continues unabated. Excellent. So we're done over here. We're done over here.
So how deep is 2 bases?
Why are you asking?
Because I can take ground.
You get to go. You get to just
1
stay.
in 6.
Just stay 1 inch off him.
Okay.
Yeah. Right about there.
Okay.
Oh shoot! And remember, if we forgot this, well, we didn't do it for anybody. If you win a melee, you go up a level in morale.
Oh, these guys. They didn't win melee. They shot him off.
They shot him off. Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah,
we're good. Good.
I
All right.
Um.
That's it. Okay, good. Now I got to do some. I can't talk to OJ. That'll have to be my first act at the start of our next session. I have this. Yep. Oh, shoot. That's for him, too. All right. I'll have to work that. Okay, I have that. I have that. Let me mark this. This is fascinating to me. I'm very curious how this is going to work. Oh, shoot. One other thing. Grim. These guys.
Yeah.
Roll for them. They're vets.
What, the Hussars?
Yep. You might as well join Chrono's team real quick.
Oh yeah, they should have moved. They're not going to impact.
No, there's nothing they can do. But they should still have. Well, they might move, but I don't know. No,
they don't.
Nope.
It's sitting there.
You're right there.
How unsurprising.
There it is. That is what we are doing. Wow, what a lot. I like it. I hope y'all are enjoying it. It is crazy.
Yeah.
It's been an interesting time so far.
Yeah, it's
starting to.
Yeah, it's. I hope it's making a little bit of sense anyway, as I'm now going through.
There's these Italian roads that look like they're going east and instead head west.
Believe it or not, you can make sense out of the map once you know where you are. You need 2 maps to orient. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I've been using the briefing map and.
Yeah, the briefing map will get you a portion of the way, but you need 2 maps to orient between the 2 of them, and then they'll make sense.
Yeah.
Yes, what sucks is you try to use the briefing map, but the towns that are on your map aren't on the briefing map, so
Correct.
They don't help you orient.
Yeah, well, that's true. The smaller ones aren't there. Yeah, that's right. I had to go through here and label each one of these buggerin' things, and I realized that the beautiful way, and I love the way Turk built them, but I couldn't tooltip them, so I had to type them straight on the map, which is why they are the way they are.
I did not know which direction I was supposed to be going because I couldn't tell.
Mm-hmm.
So I just decided to go after Grim.
That's...
I made the assumption he was going where I wanted to go.
Well, as you heard Grim himself say, he wasn't necessarily heading the way that he wanted to go.
Yep.
So,
well, we have a heck of a time turning around and going back. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, but that's the other thing is that as another player is discovering to his great woe in the Kriegspiel, turning this truck, or what's the song by David Dudley? Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. Just grabbing some pictures. All right, this is good. This is good. Next time we can dive right into it, obviously more quickly, because we won't have all the pre-prep and you'll have remembered all these things. Ha.
Oh, Jim.
Yes.
These also came off.
I want to make sure. Yeah, I did all that. Yep. That system is working as well as I'd hoped it might. All right, do this. And this is, what do we call this? I got to call it something. Snappy Nappy. That's what we'll call it. I have a save.
Nap. Oh, nap.
Snap-o-nap. Wednesday I am spoken for, but hey, Robert and Achilles, can you play on Tuesday?
Tuesday? Yeah.
Tuesday.
I should.
Good.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, we will get together and finish the 1862 Part 1 for Longstreet. I have new fancy soldiers for Achilles. I have new fancy soldiers for Robert. So everybody will be able to play through and see if they can't get themselves some more golden hazes. On Thursday, we will join back into battle and return to the probe at Lacombe for I Ain't Been Shot Mum, our embiggen chain of command game. And we will continue on Saturday with this game. So we have an awful lot to do. Let me see here. I'm just curious. What is McGuire talking about? There are indeed Zoavs because Achilles. That's all I'm going to say. That's Achilles said some things, and suddenly there were Zoavs. So Robert and Achilles will square off on Tuesday in an exciting conclusion. 1862. I don't mind saying the Confederacy is on the back foot in 1862. The Confederacy is on the back foot.
But we're only on the first half of 1862.
Yes. There's correct. That is correct. And Robert will be unable to throw that naughty cast swamp card at Achilles. He'll have none of it. He will look at it and mock. So we will do that. So
technically, the Confederacy was on the back foot at early 62.
Yeah.
So,
We're waiting on
Mill
Lee to take
Springs.
command. We're waiting on Johnston to get shot and Lee to take command.
Clearly, we've just fought Mill Springs.
There we go. So we have all those things coming up. Thank you so much to those who watched. Thank you to those who played. Until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause. Good night, Ian Jackson.